Welcome back, fellow Stars members. Audio check, you guys hear me? Okay, I think we're good there. Big week for game releases. Yeah, you're telling me. I'm so happy. I got a notification that my Xbox... I just punched the microphone. I got a notification that my Series X is coming on the 11th, Wednesday. It's going to be here Wednesday. I'm excited. And then Thursday, I'm going to go up to GameStop, pick up PS5. So thankfully, I'll have both consoles ready for when I wanted to actually stream with them. Friday, we're going to have the Miles Morales game stream. So that's going to be awesome. Tomorrow the console come out? Yeah, Series X is out tomorrow. PS5 is the 12th. Miles Morales was short and disappointment. I've actually heard a lot of good things. I mean, they said from the beginning it's going to be shorter than the original. But it's a more condensed experience. Wesley, welcome. People are stuck indoors. No way Microsoft or Sony are going to miss a chance to sell systems. Yeah, the thing is, here's the thing about, like, economic recessions and... If the economy's doing bad... Well, alright, the main idea of what I'm trying to say... Video games are immune to any economic situations. If the economy's bad, people will still buy video games. Especially if people are home, so... Yeah, they're gonna sell well, both consoles. Resident Evil 8 now, please. Yeah, we got a little bit of time before Resident Evil 8. Are you brave enough to try Demon's Souls Remastered? I'm gonna get it eventually, for sure. I don't think it's gonna be one of my launch titles, though. Loving all this Resident Evil movie reboot stuff you've been posting. Yeah, there's a lot of information that's just coming out all of a sudden. Like every other day when I go around on online and get information for it, there's new stuff like every other day. So yeah, today I posted a video about it. Lisa Trevor, her role in the movie. Damn, I think it's gonna be really cool based on what they've shown. I love the fact that they hired like a contortionist. Like this woman, like I can't even imagine how she moves her body around like that. I think it's gonna fit Lisa Trevor really well. I've only had one game economy crash. People been predicting a second one, but it hasn't come yet. It's different times. I don't think that's going to happen. There's no indication that we're going to go through another video game crash. Back then, consumer confidence wasn't in video games. It was just a kid's toy. I mean, right now we're in a situation where games, it's the most, it's the biggest form of media, period. Yeah, there's not going to be a second crash. Not anytime soon. No way. Interesting that Lisa will be crawling around Raccoon City. Well, she's not going to be in Raccoon City. There's a Spencer Mansion component to the story. I don't know how it's going to be handled. I have no idea. I'm starting to kind of think it's going to go the flashback route. I hope not, but I want... This is probably a pipe dream, but I was hoping they were filming two movies back to back. And because, I mean, in all reality, both stories deserve to have a full feature-length film. Get back to the Spencer Mansion and get lost in there again. I got my grenade launcher for hunters. I'm going to use that primarily because that's my extra weapon, since Chris didn't get that. Oh, by the way, we're going to have fun with the subscriber count today, probably. YouTube's doing another purge. So, a lot of people online are complaining about it, too. So, it's going to be wonky. Last night, past 63K, it was like 63,010. And then I saw the number just dip like 15 out of nowhere. And I was like, there we go again. Like, they're doing another freaking purge. They wait. They wait until you get excited that you pass a certain number. They're like, just kidding. I shouldn't have gone this way. I should not have gone this way. Gears Tactics is available to play? Yeah, I need to check that game out. Literally 4 subs away from 63. Yeah, it's going to be going up and down. For like 2 days now, the sub counts has been wonky and all over the place. That's how I know whenever YouTube's doing a sub purge. I mean, that's one of the tells. Because it's always a sudden thing. The Incident Purge sequel goes VR, cyberspace, I'm out. 2004 more to 65K. Oh yeah, that'll be a little bit. What was this again? Oh, the helmet key. I should have brought first aid spray. I don't know why I didn't. Why does YouTube do that? I don't get it. Well, okay, YouTube's explanation, I get it, but I don't think they're doing it correctly. And the reason I say that is, the reason they do it is to wipe out dead accounts, old bot accounts, accounts that people don't use anymore. But every single time they do it, I always get people later telling me that they got unsubscribed. Like, for sure, actual valid subscribers get wiped from the channel. For sure. I've seen it happen too many times. So, yeah, they claim it's removing dead accounts and channels that don't watch and a lot, but I've gotten too many people every single time telling me, like, oh, I got unsubbed. And it's happened to me, too. I've gotten unsubbed from channels that I watch. So I've seen it happen firsthand. Oh, yeah, Hyrule Warriors Calamity. Age of Calamity's coming, too. I want to review that one. Bruno, welcome. Why did I not bring a health item? Really should have. I must destroy the hunters. Maybe if I run fast enough, they won't notice me. I can just run in real quick. Leave me alone. Oh, wait, I should leave that here. Because I have to go back that way anyway, don't I? I don't think there's any point in me having this yet, if I remember correctly. There we go. And also, I'm going to try to stream tomorrow during the daytime. Just in case, because I was going to stream yesterday, but I got busy. I had family over and stuff, so I couldn't find a chance. But I want to finish Doom Eternal. And Ghost and Goblins, by the way, I got all the rings. It was a nightmare. I didn't realize that some chests only appear after you go through the second run through, and then you have to collect all the red chests to make some of the other red chests appear. It was horrible. So we just have to fight the final boss. And Doom Eternal, I beat that part. God, the next morning I got up and I tried it. And I died, and I was like, I'll try one more time. I was like, fuck it, I didn't even really try. And then for some reason I beat it. And I just sat there like, ooh, look at that, one round. I sat there like, why did I just beat that? I was so confused. So what I did, I survived the whole way through that, it just wave and wave and wave of monsters. And then I left both BFG shots for the spirit at the end, and that's how I beat it. But it wasn't even that bad. Like, after, I don't understand why. I can never understand the psychology of how that happens. I was so mad. But I saved it right after that. I'll just keep going with after that. Yeah, exactly. Leslie, it was Sekiro all over again. It was. It's the exact same thing that happened when I played Sekiro. More Zelda lore is always fun. Oh, yeah. We're going to have more Zelda lore, more Resident Evil lore, more Assassin's Creed lore. All this new stuff is coming. Chat is distracting? Yeah, I mean, it is. I feel that's part of it, but, like, I don't feel like I was reading the chat that much while I was trying to survive, too, so I don't know. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still hard as shit, but just, I was in the mentality where I was just kind of playing, I was like, oh, let me see. And I was just kind of more relaxed, and I was like, let me just see if I could beat it. And then I started doing really well, and then I got to the end, and I was like, oh, I beat it. It was like 3 hours before. Which, by the way, for those that missed it, I cut out like 2 hours of it. That way, anyone that watches it later, it doesn't sit there bored watching me do it over and over and over. I'm ready for you, hunters. I got plenty of grenades for your asses. Konami just released a new Metroidvania-style platformer called Skeletak. Now I'm absolutely certain we'll never see new Castlevania again. I'm already forgetting about Castlevania from Konami. I just... There's no indication that they care anymore about it, so whatever. If they don't care, I'm not going to care. At least take comfort in the fact that you still have the classic Castlevanias available. You still have those available, and you still have Lords of Shadow series available if you like the rebooted universe. Yeah, Tagi was like Ishin. I hated that dude. See, the hunters are going to be up here now. No! He lived. I don't want to waste all my rounds. I'll show that one mercy. Konami needs to sell Castlevania to FromSoft. I would honestly like them to sell Castlevania to anybody at this point. I don't revive LJN and sell it to LJN. I don't care. I want them to sell it to anybody else. But yeah, not gonna happen. They make money off of it still. They're not gonna sell it because they make good money over there in Japan. Did I kill? Oh God, did I kill the hunter that's in here? Not the hunter. The red bitch, Crimson Head. The year is 2020. Peace has returned to the people, and from beyond history, weapons known streamers, including YouTubers, were never seen again. Wait, what? Is this like Barkley? The Barkley game. I still want to play that game. Don't sell Castlevania laughing, joking. I don't even care. I'd gladly accept that at this point. Wonder if Microsoft has tried to buy Castlevania? I doubt it. There'd be rumors at least by now. There hasn't even been rumors. Typically, those Japanese companies typically aren't too keen. It's a culture thing. They're not too keen on being bought by a foreign company, you know. Japanese are very proud people when it comes to their actual companies. LJN doesn't actually exist anymore. I don't care, man. Like, if they revived LJN and then sold it to Castlevania, shoot, go for it. I'd be fine with it at this point. Konami, they failed me too much. Oh my God, did I... Go, 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 go. There we go. Take care of the jewel issue. I'm going to save it the next one. The next typewriter. Ah. I'm so excited for Wednesday. Super Mario Sunshine. Nice little stress-free experience. This part drives me crazy. Always takes a few tries. Yeah, that part's annoying. But you don't know about the awesome Castlevania mobile game? I forgot completely about that till you just brought it up. And I made a video about that too. That's how little I care about that game. I really don't care about that game at all. And don't get me wrong, I gave Grimoire of Souls. I gave that one a chance. I downloaded it on emulator and was playing it. I did not care for it at all. It did not keep my attention. All right, let's do this. We're gonna reload this bitch. Do I have more acid rounds? No. I'll keep what I got. But We're gonna save before I keep exploring. Why can't you let the eagle see you while you take the jewels? Well, I get stuck. Like, it won't let you get it. They don't, like, shoot a laser at you or anything. But yeah, logically, you could probably just rip it out of there. Jill Valentine, welcome. We got Jill in the chat there. BSAA, Jill. I'm totally down for Mario streams. Yeah, have I, is this gonna be the first Mario game I streamed? I haven't streamed a Mario game, have I? I don't think I have. That's not even intentional. Because I love Mario games. I genuinely do. But I just haven't gotten around to streaming one. There's always something else to stream. Oh, yeah, Mario. I did stream. Well, yeah, I streamed Mario Kart. That is true. Did you stream Odyssey? No, I didn't stream Odyssey. I played that one on my own. I would have, though. Like, had it been now. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Oh! He was about to slice my back. Do you count Luigi's Mansion? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I guess I have. Because, yeah, I would count Luigi's Mansion. Not going to waste my ammo on you. If this is the last time I'm coming in this room, you're not going to take ammo from me. Gotta get you on those Mario and Luigi RPGs. I do want to check them out. I actually want to stream, what's it called? Mario RPG for Super Nintendo. I used to love that game. I rented that game. I rented that game multiple times, actually. Would love a sequel. Wait a minute. Oh, was that the wrong jewel? Is that the wrong jewel? What did I do? The red one? Hold on, what do I have? I think I was supposed to put the yellow one there, yeah. You know what? I just saved. Here. You get a free kill. You get a free kill, zombie. Actually, no, you know what? Here, I'll give it to the hunter. Hunter gets a free kill. Just got around to beating Streets of Rage 4. How'd you like it overall, Nitaku? After you beat it. Beautiful game, I thought. There, free kill. Get it. There we go. No! That poor zombie's still trapped in that room forever. Oh, he'll explode before the end of the night, so he's alright. And Charlie Smalls is around here somewhere. He's gonna be right up there, waiting for me. With his little miniature glasses. Charlie Smalls. Still want them to bring back the cop from Streets of Rage 1 to be playable? Oh, yeah, the special? That'd be cool. Kind of like how... Well, I was going to say kind of like Lucia from Final Fight, but she was already... She was in Final Fight 3, and they finally made her playable in Street Fighter 5. It was funny, though, because like even like Capcom fans... She's a real underground character. Capcom fans, afterwards, whenever... she popped up, they were like, who is that? Like, people forgot about her completely. She's been in nothing except Final Fight 3. Jill Sandwich or Jesse Pizza? Jess Pizza. I'm a pizza guy. Don't pig me. Alright. Let me not mess up this time. I'd like Lucia from Final Fight 3. Yeah, Final Fight 3 was outstanding. Like, I remember when I streamed all three, that one. I think I did it all in one night. I'm not sure. Maybe. But Final Fight 3, okay, it was the yellow one. I thought I messed up again. Final Fight 3, the soundtrack in that one's outstanding. It's so good. How was that Screaming Skull movie? It was way better than I thought it was going to be. Like, it was actually a decent old movie. Where a lot of them just, like, suck ass. A lot of those, like, indie, like, not unreleased, but, like, lesser known ones. Are you going to do the room tour alongside the consoles unboxing? Yeah, I'm going to do the room tour video soon. The only reason I haven't done it... Oh, please. Oh my god. I have to look at the map real quick to compose myself. That was crazy. The only reason I haven't done it is because I'm waiting. Over here, there's a huge gap. And right behind me, there's a huge gap. I'm waiting for 2 more of my Assassin's Creed statues to ship. One's supposed to be here in like 2 weeks. And the other one, the Eivor one, isn't released until December. So I wanted to like show everything at once. But that's the only reason I haven't done it yet. What room is that over there? I can go. Let me go to the other side. Oh, wait a minute. I'll go this way. Safety first. I want another Final Fight where he plays me or Cody. Yeah, they should. I know there's been a lot of talk at Capcom to bring Final Fight back. I expect that after the success of Streets of Rage 4, you know, it's kind of moving along faster. But the thing about... Here's the thing about these Japanese companies, though, like Capcom. They take forever to do everything. I mean, you see that with, like, Square Enix, too. These companies take ages to do everything. But, yeah, they need to do that. Oh, my God. Day one, I would buy it. No questions asked. Oh, fuck. I mean, my inventory's full. I might have to go make a return trip. Damn it. I'm carrying too much stuff. I should have left my shotgun shells. A Nemesis mini statue would have been super dope. I want a big, like, Resident Evil 3 Remake Nemesis. Or better yet, I'd rather, to be honest, I'd rather have a classic Nemesis. Like, if they made a giant, high-quality classic Nemesis statue. Hell yeah. Man. I could get rid of the key real quick if I go upstairs. Think. You know, I might as well just go back to the inventory box. Talking about Square, they lost 63 million because Avengers had poor numbers. Avengers has been I lost complete interest in that game, honestly. I have not played it since... After I streamed it, I played it for maybe 2 weeks here and there. But it just... I just don't care. I really don't care about it. And I hate saying that because that's a game I was really excited about. And I wanted to really like it. And it's just like... Once I finished it, I did a bunch of missions on my own, like online, like the leftover ones. And after a couple hours, it's just you start seeing the same patterns. It's the same shit over and over and over. The same type of missions, the same exact areas that you repeat over and over. Also, the fact that you keep fighting the same bosses. You keep fighting clones of the Abomination and Taskmaster repeatedly. And they're just like bigger versions of the character. It got so boring. After a while, it just feels like you're just grinding for stuff. It's not fun after a while. It's a shame. It's really a shame. The same damn robot enemies. Yeah, exactly. But what's worse is, like I said, it's not just even the robots. It's in addition to that, you're also fighting the same bosses again. Like Taskmaster. I'm sorry, I can only fight Taskmaster and Abomination a certain amount of times before I'm just sick of it. Oh, that was pleasant. So, Avengers a rental, not a purchase. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, if you rent it... Oh, shit. I let him get too close. I think you're fine renting it. I don't regret buying it, because I like buying all the Marvel stuff, and I want to play the DLC, but... Looking objectively, yeah, you're fine renting it. I need to go get the lighter to burn these bitches. Do I want to use the shotgun? Kind of want to save it. Alright, Charlie Smalls. Gotta go down. Marvel needs to stick with the big screen, not the small screen. I think they do fine if they actually... Because they did great with the Spider-Man game. You know, you just got to have the right developer make the game. Square Enix, I don't think was the right choice for Avengers. Because they were more focused... Instead of making like a fully fleshed out game, they were more focused on making a game that they could just update in the future. And it's like consumers aren't looking for that kind of game in general, you know? We want to be able to enjoy a game to its fullest. You know, not have to beat it and then wait months for more content. Like, I think... I mean, it's been proven so many times that's not a winning strategy. Ultimate Alliance 3 looked great. I absolutely adored Ultimate Alliance 3. Genuinely, I think that's an amazing game. I know some people have mixed feelings. I don't agree with that. I loved that game. And I've replayed it. I know I love a game because I usually don't replay games over and over. There's very few examples where I do that. Ultimate Alliance 3 is one of those. Like, I've done like 3 full playthroughs. I think I'm on like my 4th now. Although I haven't finished the DLC yet. Dr. Doom whooped my ass, so I went back to grind. Mass Effect 2 and 3 are another example. There's really not that many games. The Resident Evil games, of course. These I played, I mean, a million times in my life. But that's how I know, like, damn, I love this game. I didn't get the lighter. Damn, let me get the lighter and come back. Because I don't want him to get up later. Zero, welcome. Sad because the game had a lot of potential. Yeah, Avengers really did. And you know what? It still does. It does, because they're going to keep adding to it. However, the question remains, when it does become worth it, are people going to care anymore? I don't think so. People have a really short attention span in general, especially in the gaming world. Like, if you don't hook someone's attention right away, you're going to lose that audience, you know? Like, we got new consoles, new games coming out. No one's going to care about Avengers. They're just not. Deep inside, the hunter knew how bad kindness burned until he used it with an acid round. Actually want to help you on DLC Chapter 3. It might be fun. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to play. I haven't loaded. Since, like, the DLC came out, I haven't loaded Ultimate Alliance. It's probably going to fall in my backlog, honestly. With all this stuff coming. Ah, I left the lighter. Oh, watch. I'm going to come back and he's going to be a Crimson Head already. They're re-releasing the Mass Effect trilogy. To me, that's very disappointing. That was my greatest fear. I saw it on Twitter. My buddies, the Game Looters, they posted it on Twitter, and I was like, no! Let me explain. It's my greatest fear because I love the Mass Effect trilogy. And I don't want it remastered because I don't want to buy it and play it all over again. Because I'm going to be forever playing it. But I guess it's a good thing. But damn, like, I'm okay with not having a remaster. It took so many hours and hours and hours of playthroughs. And I'm going to do it again. I know I am. Ultimate Alliance 2 wasn't that bad aside from how the story randomly went from Civil War to Alien. That's what I hated about it. The gameplay was fine. I didn't care for the story because I thought it was cool that it was a Civil War story. And then out of nowhere, they flipped the script and it's suddenly about like nanomites and shit. It's like, wait a minute. I thought this was a Civil War thing. And then they completely... It took a back seat. All that time just to burn one zombie. There. Alright, now I'm going to go put that back now. Celine, welcome. But will they redo the entirety of Mass Effect 3's ending? It's going to have all the, it's going to be the most updated version of the game. So it's going to have everything, all DLCs included. So this is like the ultimate remastered, legendary, whatever they call it. You don't have to play it if you don't want to. Yeah, but that's the thing, I'm going to, because I'm going to want to. I just don't want to. If that makes sense. But I'm well aware that I'm going to. There's no avoiding it. Bring back Dino Crisis or Darkstalkers. I don't know why they... Well, I mean, they're going... It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before... Maybe not Darkstalkers. I don't know how much faith Capcom has in that. But Dino Crisis, rest assured, it's only a matter of time before that gets remade. They're not going to have a sequel for it. It'll be a reboot. Wasn't Mass Effect on Fox News because of the romance options? Was it? Why is any video game on the news ever? Oh, wait a minute. Did I not silence my phone? Let me silence this. Silence, fool. There. I rage. Why'd you rage quit Ultimate Alliance 2, Devil Hunter? The only Mass Effect DLC I haven't played is the second one for the first game. I don't even remember what that was. The first game is the one I played the least, and to be honest, that game hasn't aged that well. 2 and 3 very much have. So I'm curious how it's going to feel going back to playing 1. Fabian's also going to buy DMC Special Edition and get Virgil DLC. Yeah, for sure. It's the same situation. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Looking forward to fighting the Reapers with Garrus and Tali again. Garrus, man, he was my homeboy. I love Garrus. And Tali was my little sister. That's why I'm like, I get so weirded out when I see people's game throughs and they chose her as a romance option. Because, like, you get invested in these characters. And the way I played it, I was like, ew. Like, what the hell? Why would someone do that? Because I treated her like the little sister figure. And then Ashley was my girlfriend in the first game. And then in the third game, I treated her... Then in the second game, she was that annoying ex that didn't trust you for no reason. So I treated her badly. And then in the third game, she was the ex that you're like, man, we had some good times, didn't we? But I have someone better now. Sorry. And then I had Miranda. Miranda was too good to me. Liara's my girl. See, Liara I treated like the smart friend. It's funny, though, because I got a buddy that played the game, and we talked about it like crazy while we were doing our first playthroughs, and the conversations we had were hilarious because the choices we made were completely different from one another for just about everything. But that's what's cool about those games. Like, 2 people could play it, and they can have a completely different experience based on like, their personality or what choices they decide to do. I went with Tali because she fled cruelty in Mass Effect 2, and I couldn't say no. Yeah, see, I loved Tali, but yeah, she was my little sister figure. Virtual DLC has me worried because it's anything like DMC for Special Edition. It's no different. I think it's going to be fine. It's DMC 5. It's going to be good. Okay, now, let me go back. And now open this. Couldn't resist the bloobs. Those Liara bloobs. That's funny. Alright. Let me go back again. Did I clear this area out? Yeah, I cleared that out. Do a couple more errands and then save. Mass Effect 1 is still banned because of FemShep, Liara, and Singapore? I didn't know people in Singapore knew about Mass Effect. Like, it's a video game. Like, why? I think it's silly when people are banning video games over things. Like, people aren't going to get copies imported. You know what else is really weird to me? It's really weird to me seeing people play as regular Shepard. Like the standard one the game makes for you. Because, like, from the first game, I customized mine to try to make him look a little bit like me. So that's how he's been through 1, 2, and 3. Like, that's my Shepard that I'm so used to. So when I see, like, the standard Shepard, I'm like, that's not Shepard. That's not him. Look at the reason Australia bans games for some bizarre-ass reasons. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. Yeah, China is no surprise. They're like a super, like, ultra-communist country. They have full control over their citizens. What happened to Rebecca Chambers? She seems to disappear from the series. If you watch my timeline series, that's answered in there. But she wasn't in the games anymore. But she ended up becoming a scientist to study viruses. And you see that in the Resident Evil Vendetta movie. She's in that movie as a main character. She's just not in the games. Yeah, she basically, after all this, she noped the hell out and decided to go back to school and finish her degree. She's like, nah, screw that. I'm done with all this. Ah, this is that puzzle where I was having issues with the controls. Alright. There. See, I had such an issue with this one because you have to nudge it like exactly in place or it'll tell you no. No, I'm trying to rotate the other way. Oh, let me get the other one. Okay. Okay, it fits there. Okay, now let me carefully grab this one. Come on, See, I think I gotta wiggle the other ones over a little bit. It's so annoying. Okay. This one fits here. Ugh. I think I have to move the other one down a bit. Okay. Worse than the water puzzle? Nothing's worse than that. See, you have to like nudge this one like up on top in the corner as far as you can, or it'll mess up the other pieces. Okay, can I fit this one in yet? Please? It goes right here. Come on. It goes right here. See, I gotta move the bottom piece a little further down, I think. There. Okay, let me try the middle one. Ooh, that one fit perfectly. I gotta nudge this one a little bit down to the left. Like, in all seriousness, does it have to be that exact? Like, why? Why does it... Like, clearly, the game should know I'm trying to put it there. There. That should fit exactly. Thank you. What a bitch. Rage Quit Ultimate Alliance 2, when I got to the negative zone part, does get a little tougher on that part. Just grind out your characters. A speedrun, this is not... Yeah, exactly. Nor did I advertise one. Yeah, I'm gonna save after this. I'm gonna go, get the key. Or unlock the door with the key and then save. Because they're... You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna save. I'm not gonna take the risk. I got plenty. It's not like Chris's run where I was like running on fumes with what do you call it, with ink ribbons. I wasn't running on fumes with them. I had plenty with her. Look at this, 6 with Chris. Remember, I had like 1 here, so I was rationing them like crazy. I know the yawn's coming. This is a 5-hour run. It is whenever I beat it run. I don't worry about time on this channel. Doctor Strange is my favorite Marvel character. I can't wait for the Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I kind of feel like that one's going to explain where the X-Men come from. I love this news. Devs probably realized that asking players to be that precise was counterproductive and hurting the pacing, and must think it created good difficulty on a standard puzzle. Maybe. I just hate when it denies me, and I'm just like, clearly the game knows what I'm trying to do. Apparently not, though. I'm debating leaving the grenade launcher, but I can clear up 2 slots by just using the keys up, so... Yeah, we'll go up there. Oh, don't start this X-Men. Yeah, the X-Men are gonna have to be some, like, alternate reality, I don't know. They're gonna have to be some, like, parallel universe thing. But it's just, like, my whole thing about the X-Men is, like, how are you gonna explain Wolverine? Because, like, some people have theorized that, well, maybe it's the snap. Maybe the snap did some kind of radiation nonsense, created mutants. But, like, that completely ruins Wolverine's story. Does that mean Wolverine, like, just got created now? Like, you can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm real curious. Marvel already knows. They've already mentioned that. Like, they've been public about it, that they already know exactly what's going to happen. This makes me want to play Resident Evil 0 again. Yeah, this does make me want to play Resident Evil 0, although that one's one of my least favorite ones. But playing these classic tank control Resident Evils always make me want to go back and play the others. I love the X-Men. I know the comics get rebooted all the time, but I can't take another film reboot. It's gonna happen though, because we haven't had the Marvel Studios X-Men. So I mean, it's just unavoidable. Is Wolverine canon? You can never call Wolverine non-canon under any circumstances. That's crazy talk. Yes, Wolverine's canon. He must always be canon. This is a safer route. Can you imagine a world where they do an X-Men movie and wipe out Wolverine from it? I would never. I would never accept that. I don't remember if I killed the freaking Crimson Head in here. What if the snap did something, but it didn't bring Wolverine? No, you can't have X-Men without Wolverine. I would hate that. No. No. I would never want them to do that. Like, you can't not have Wolverine. It just... Fans would not accept that. Hell no. Oh, I thought that corner was gonna get me. Okay, good. No zombie here. We're good. There's gonna be hunters over here, though. I got a present for them. Lost Man Silver, welcome. Apparently Conan is canon in the Marvel Comics, so is Godzilla and Doctor Who. It's a bunch of craziness. I'm worried about that corner. Screw you. Jill Valentine, bitch. Got your Valentines right here. Come get it. Alright, good. They're both dead. Alright, let's go drop off the grenade launcher. Because I'm out of ammo on it. And I don't want to blow through it right now. Wolverine belongs to Sony. There's the problem. Wolverine doesn't belong to Sony. It belongs to Marvel. It doesn't belong to Sony at all. Yeah, the movie rights belong to 20th Century Fox, which now is Marvel Studio, or now is owned by Disney. So yeah, no, he's not. I don't know where you got that from. He's not owned by Sony at all. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, like Will said, Spider-Man is shared between Sony and Marvel. They got their whole contract deal going on. Should have redfielded that hunter, dropped a boulder on its ass. He's got to be BSAA redfield for it. He's not tough enough yet. He had to get hardened in the trial by combat with Wester. See, at least there's no Rebecca that screams upstairs now that I have to run and save. That's another thing that makes Jill's run much easier. I don't have to worry about Rebecca not being able to protect herself. Although she did exactly that throughout an entire game before this. We just didn't know it yet. Damn, man, they really give Jill a ton of ammo. I was struggling in this part so hard with Chris. So hard. So far, so good. Girly scream. It's Barry. He must be upstairs. Yeah, you go up there and Barry's like, that wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Game, it's too dark to see me. Bullcrap, I could see it all, yeah. I turned on the brightness. You excited for the Series X tomorrow? Mine's not coming until the day after, so I gotta wait. I'm so mad. One of my friends texted me a picture yesterday, and he's like, look, it came in the mail from Walmart.com. It was yesterday. And I was like, how the hell? I have mine coming in from Target. It says it's coming on the 12th. He got his from Walmart.com, and it was on his doorstep yesterday when he got home from work. I was so mad. I have so many health items. I love it. I forgot I had these empty bottles chilling over here. It might come early. I don't think it is at this point because I have the FedEx tracking number and it said the 12th, and then they updated it today to the 10th or to the 11th. Hey, if it comes early, I'd be more than happy. I want to get started on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Here's the thing. A lot of people believe Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. If they bring X-Men to MCU, they're going to have to recast Wolverine. They already said they're not. It's going to be a full recast. And Hugh Jackman wouldn't take it anyway. He's done with the role. Because you got to think, too. He can't play Wolverine forever because now he's a bit older. And Wolverine's supposed to kind of, stay a bit younger through the years. Having said that, they are going to have a challenge recasting someone. It's going to be hard to fill Hugh Jackman's shoes. It's going to be very difficult. I trust Marvel with their casting, though. Most of their casting decisions, I think, have been very good. I almost got crushed again. And they just had Oscar Isaac cast as Moon Knight for Disney+. That's awesome. I think that's good casting. I'm excited about Moon Knight. Should have held his hostage till he got yours. Yeah, exactly. He was Wolverine for almost 20 years. Yeah, you gotta remember, Wolverine doesn't age much. Hugh Jackman does. It's like people that want Blade to be Wesley Snipes. It's like, I get that. He was iconic. He really made that role his own. However, the guy's, what, pushing 60 now? Like, he can't be Blade. Like, you gotta have someone that is younger and can grow into the role for years to come. It's all about casting. They just got to get someone that's going to make that character their own. My vote for Wolverine would be Keanu Reeves. You know I wouldn't hate that. I would not hate that. I would very much be down for that. There's a hole at your feet where you can't see anything. Would you like to jump down it? Sure. Lands on spikes, pitfall style. I'm never going to watch any of the Marvel's new X-Men movies. I'm going to be there in theater day one. I don't know why you wouldn't. I think they're going to be awesome. Hopefully. I want them to just base it off the Ultimate X-Men comics. Like, if they do, like, the Ultimate X-Men comics, when at least the first couple story arcs, oh my god, that would be amazing. Keanu's too busy being Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk, yet. I mean, that role's already done. I'm sure he's free by now from Cyberpunk. Who are they going to pick to replace Black Panther? I don't know. They haven't said anything about that. I wouldn't mind it. I don't want to see him recast. I think he did too good of a job in that role. I mean, story-wise, I wouldn't mind if they pass it on to his sister, just because that did happen in the comics. So I wouldn't mind that. But it's a shame, you know, that happened. I mean, putting aside that, of course, it's a tragedy. Like, at the end of the day, like, who cares about the movie? The guy died. But if we're just looking at a casting point of view, you know, they who sees something like that happening, you know? So in this case, if they replaced his character with like his younger sister in the movie, and they have some kind of story explanation, I think most fans would be all right with that. Please don't make me waste ammo. Okay, I'm good still. I'm good still. I should have brought a health item, though. It's part in the original game that you decide if Barry lived or died in the original. I barely remember the details of the original game. It's been so damn long since I played it. See, no, see, now I can't see. I know there's a zombie right there because I'm auto-aiming at it. I don't want to turn that... Oh, here it is. There it is. I didn't want to turn that corner and get surprised. Son of a bitch, he got way too close. I'm gonna whip out the shotgun. Screw that. He got way too close. My God. Did you see? Right when the camera turned to face him, he was right there. Way too close for comfort. Oh my God. You think the Uncharted movie might be good? I'm a bit interested to see how that will end up. I think it could be. I don't know how I feel about Tom Holland playing him, but looking at the set photos where he's dressed like him, like, he looks like Nathan Drake. Like, they got the same clothing and everything. And, I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Honestly, I haven't seen him in anything else. So I don't know if he's a good actor elsewhere. But I'm open to it. What I'm not really sold on is Sully being Mark Wahlberg. That I'm not sold on at all. Because to me, like, Mark Wahlberg just plays Mark Wahlberg and everything. Like, it's like when you watch a Will Smith movie. He's just being Will Smith. Like, he doesn't play characters. He's just himself. And Sully's got a very distinct personality. So, we'll see. If it bleeds, we can kill it. There, see? It's bleeding. Okay, at least we got rid of that one. I'm worried about a Crimson Head, though, in its future. Or Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey's another one that just plays himself. Yep. So, like, go back and watch Batman Forever, and it's not the Riddler, it's just Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. Although I love that movie. But let's be real, he wasn't playing the Riddler. At all. This is the part where I ran out of inventory space. Damn it. And I'm probably going to do it again. I'll use a healing item. There's going to be some over here. Waiting for Sonic 2? Oh, man, I can't wait till they do that. Sonic is the best example I've ever seen of a video game movie. Just even like I don't know, a nerd culture movie, I guess you'd call it. Where a company actually took a step back and said, you know what? Let's listen to the fans. And it paid off tremendously. They came out with a way better movie than anyone imagined Sonic being. I wish they had done an Uncharted movie 10 years ago with Nathan Fillion. He would have been perfect. He would have been perfect. Yeah, he's a bit older now, though. They waited too long. Oh, you're over here. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. I meant to switch over to my shotgun. Come back over here and see what happens. Let me come over here real quick. Excuse me. Excuse me. You know what? Just in case, let me heal up. Doesn't Nathan Fillion voice Buck in Halo? Not just voice him, that's his face too. He is Buck. Remember the Halo movie? That was almost a thing. Yeah, it was giving Peter Jackson and Neil Blomkamp. Yeah, didn't happen. I remember it was going to be Universal. They were trying to get Universal on board, but Universal thought it would be too expensive to make, so they ended up not doing it. Basically one of those situations where they didn't think it would be a wise investment. They didn't think they'd get the money back on it, which it was foolish because Halo was at the peak of its popularity at the time. If you go and make a Halo movie now, it's just not going to have the same effect. Halo's still big, but I mean, compared to like Halo 2 and 3 era, no. That was the peak. That was the peak of its popularity. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back. Damn it. It's not that far, though. It's right around the corner. Alright. Well, let me grab whatever I can now. Neil Blumkin. Let Barry keep his gun. He has unlimited ammo. Oh, I always let Barry keep his gun, man. He's a good dude. I'm not going to take his stuff away from him. Even Jill doesn't have enough hiding places? Yeah. Sure as hell has a lot more hiding places than Chris. Neil Blomkamp has a bad habit of attaching his name to long-awaited sequels, then dropping out 3 or 4 months after his announcement. Yeah, he does that. Same thing happened with Alien. Let's call it Alien 3. The new Alien 3. Also was going to be on that. But I think that was less of his fault, more Ridley Scott's fault. Because he was going to actually do another version of Alien 3 and ignore Alien 3 and Resurrection. And it was going to have Hicks and Ripley back in there. Assuming Newt also. But I was a huge fan of that idea. Huge fan of that idea. But sadly, Ridley Scott kind of got in the way because he basically... It was one of those situations where old creator wanted to get re-involved with something he's been out of touch with for decades. And then we got Covenant and Prometheus, which... I mean, I have mixed feelings about those movies. I don't hate them. I would have rather had them do like an Alien 3 redo and taking the series in a new direction with oh look there's little Charlie Smalls is back over there with his little glasses because he can't see well. I just imagine like later, like his family, like, or like later on, friends of little Charlie, they're like, whatever happened to little Charlie? Have you heard from him recently? And then the other hunter's like, oh, you haven't heard? He went with the mansion. And then the other hunter's like, oh no, does his family know? Like, I just imagine hunters having that conversation about little Charlie there. Poor kid. Okay. What do I want to do? Go grab the battery real quick. There were only 2 Alien movies, we all know that. Exactly, we need a 3rd one then. Old creator wanting to get involved with something he's lost touch with, you mean like Terminator Dark Fate? Yep, that's exactly another example of it. See, because the problem with that is, like, I don't feel like... Because these creators, they make a movie like 20, 30 years back. The franchises grow, it gets all these different multimedia projects over time. Fans get familiar with these universes, then old creator comes back and only references what they did, so it's completely different expectations at this point. It doesn't work. The only time I've seen that work well was with Halloween and John Carpenter returning. However, I have my own mixed feelings about that, about what we actually got. But it is good. Is Netflix Resident Evil canon? It's canon to its own thing. Well, it depends. The live action series is its own thing. Doesn't have nothing to do with the game or the movie. While the CG series is going to be canon within the video game universe. What about Jamie Lee Curtis? I think Jamie Lee Curtis was awesome in that movie. I think they did, she's always good. Like, she did a great job. But yeah, John Carpenter, it still had the spirit of Halloween. You know, for me, like Prometheus and Covenant felt way too different. Which, yeah, that's what he set out to do. But I wasn't a fan of what it came up with. Like, I didn't like the whole I didn't like the whole origins of the xenomorph being explained. Like, I don't need to know that. It takes away the mystery out of it. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, wait a minute. No, because I was gonna say, doesn't Jill fight the Yawn too? But I think that's later, right? I still have this key. Wait a minute. That opens... What door does that open? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm going to go save so I can fight it. It's that one door up there. I remember now. Alright, Charlie. I'm coming. Can you take Barry's gun this run? I'm not going to take Barry. I don't need Barry's gun. I have a Magnum. Why would I take his gun? He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Can't keep up with what's canon or not. That's why I just don't worry about it. If it's in the game universe, it's canon. That's it. Are you going to make a new timeline once they're out? Or are you going to wait till Resident Evil 8? I'm going to wait till the Resident Evil 8's out and I beat it. And the CG series. Because that way I can just put it all together. And we don't know exactly when the CG series takes place. They haven't really revealed that. So we'll have to figure out placement at that point. I think I want to fight the Yawn. I want to get it over with. I think I'll go kill it. I might bring one health item just in case. And I'll save. Kill it hard. Resident Evil 8 DLC playing as the BOW, I bet. Who knows if it'll... Well, nah, it'll probably have DLC. 7 did. Man, 7... I wonder how different the DLC in 7 was going to be, because the Not a Hero DLC, when they were working on it, I don't know if you guys remember this, but it got delayed by a long-ass time. They scrapped the whole thing. The whole thing for unspecified reasons. Basically, they thought it wasn't the best it could be, so they just redid the whole DLC. I'm very curious about what story details we didn't actually see that we might have seen had they actually done that one. I think I'm going to keep my grenades and just use this and the shotgun on the Yawn. Yeah, it took like a year to push out. Yeah, they delayed it by a huge amount. They completely redid it. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm very curious about what it originally was going to be like, that they felt the need to do that. They probably had no faith in it whatsoever originally. Why not interview the developers? That's a good idea. I should do that. I've never gotten around to contacting these people. You know who I would love to interview on the channel? The producer of the Castlevania Netflix series. It's not really my thing I do on the channel, though, but it might make just some cool bonus content. Favorite part of Resident Evil 7 is Baker said, "Welcome to the family, son." Yeah. Welcome to family, son. In VR, that part scares the hell out of you, though, because it comes out of nowhere. Like, when you're walking, he just busts through the wall. It was horrifying. There's no further use for the key. Discard. At least if you only completely redo it, instead of just saying screw it, show real investment in it, yeah. Did you hear about the Friday 13th server shutting down? Yeah, there's all right, so there's a lot of people are online are saying that the game is, and even some people have reached out to me concerned about it because they think the game's going away. That's not, it's the dedicated games that are going away. You can still do quick matches online, and you can still do private matches, so it's still fully playable. It's just basically on their side, they're like, all right, we're shutting down you guys. So it's going to be kind of like the kind of situation where if, like, someone's console's the host console and they quit, it kicks everyone out. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but, I mean, at least the game is still going to be fully playable and enjoyable. So, for this channel, it won't be a huge deal, because every time I stream it with you guys, like, we typically do, private matches as a group. I will use 5 handgun rounds. 1. Don't want to waste too much. Don't want to be too wasteful. 2. Come on, Snake. Jafar. 3. Oh, I got too close. You gotta think, this boss fight is way less intense than it was in Umbrella Chronicles. In Umbrella Chronicles, it's crawling all over the place. Here, it's just kind of slithering around real slow. Duh! I hate that part because I can't see. Good thing I brought a health item just in case. Alright, now I can start shooting his tail. Come on, now you become the hunted snake. Come on, where are you going? Now it's terrified of the power of Jill Valentine. Oh, crap. It turned around. The grenade would kill it in no time, but I want to save the grenades for the chimeras, who I hate. Reload. Oh, damn, I don't know which way it's going now. Here it is. Those corners mess you up. It's got to be almost there. Not for the hunters in the cave. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, those I got around for the most part without killing them. I think I could maneuver around them for the most part. That's what I did with the Chris run. There we go. Did you solve the issue on Doom, or are you stuck? Are you talking about the glitch CLW or the part where I died a bunch of times? Because I got past that part randomly in the morning when I tried again. Like, on the second try, I randomly beat it. But yeah, we're gonna try to stream. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get someone to come watch my kids tomorrow during the day while if I can do that, I'll be able to stream tomorrow. And if we can do that, I want to stream I was gonna say Battletoads. Ghosts and Goblins. That'll probably be like 30 minutes to an hour. It's just the final boss. But I got all the rings, thankfully, so we will get the true ending. And then after that, I would like to do Doom. Doom Eternal. Okay, so we're done with the mansion pretty much. So now let's ready up, get the crank, get the battery, and onwards to the, I think I'm going to kill the dogs, because I have so many shotgun shells, and they piss me off. They could turn your health around in 2 seconds. The dog's outside. Have you seen Blood of Zeus? Not yet, but I have it on my watch list. I wonder how many people that have been hidden on this channel keep coming back and screaming to the cyber void as we speak. You know what? I've thought about that. There's no way for me to know either. There's so many people hidden on the channel, but that as channels grow, that's just what happens. And I don't just, you know, hide people for like no reason. If someone's like, "Oh, this video kind of sucks," like I'm not gonna ban you. You have your opinions. That's fine. You know, I'm not one of those creators that you know can't take criticism. I don't care half the time. And you know, what's constructive feedback, I listen to it. It's made for better content. But if someone just for various reasons just come in acting ridiculous, like the last what's the last one? I had to hide someone yesterday on the channel because oh man, I forgot what they said. It ended up in the when you actually look at the YouTube comments, there's like a spam section held for review. 90% of the time, it's comments that are just fine. There's no reason for YouTube to block them, and I have to go manually approve them. But when they say something, like one guy actually made a racist slur that I can't say to someone else because they liked my Mortal Kombat review. Mortal Kombat 11. It was from Mortal Kombat 11. Someone said something like "good reviews," one of those comments, and then someone else, Aaron Goldsmith, subscribed, welcome. But someone made a comment to them just out of nowhere, calling them a racial slur, starting with the letter N for liking the game, which makes no sense. But like, you know, crap like that, you know. So obviously, I'm like, hide from channel, get the hell out of here. Shit like that's not welcome on the channel. But like that's if you look at my rogues gallery and all the people I've hidden while I've started YouTube, like it's comprised of those people. But yeah, it's the internet, you know. People, they say whatever the hell they want, you know. That it is what it is. That's what happens when you put yourself online. You know what? Before we leave, we are gonna save. Oh, we had 63K, yeah. Awesome. Until YouTube purges a couple more people. Remember that one guy who threatened to tickle your butthole? Oh, yeah. Oh my god. That wasn't a YouTube comment, though. I think that was an email. Man, I don't remember the details. It was someone... There was this one guy... Oh, funny story, by the way, about that same person. But, so, back in the day when I started my channel, like, way in the early days, my very first timeline video I ever did that got over, like, 1,000 views was an X-Men video. I made an X-Men, yeah, no, I'll get into it. I made an X-Men Apocalypse video. Because X-Men Apocalypse was about to come out, and some of my buddies were confused about where the hell does that take place? I don't understand. This whole series is confusing. So I was like, what if I make a video about like the order of all the X-Men movies and how it fits? So I did make an X-Men timeline video at the time. For some reason, one specific person, I think they might be a little off. I don't think they were all there, to be quite honest. But one specific person commented on it, and then they constantly emailed me for like an entire like year and a half, asking me to please redo the X-Men timeline, making all these insane requests that if you read it, none of it made any sense. Like saying, here's my order of the X-Men timeline, and they would have like X-Men 3, X-Men 1, X-Men Apocalypse, Spider-Man. I just kept getting spam emails from them over and over and over. So it got to the point where I eventually blocked the person, put them on my email list. I put them on my like spam folder, so I stopped getting emails from them. And one day, I get an email from this person begging me for the same thing, to redo the X-Men timeline and make their version. and they were begging me, saying, please, please, if you don't, I'll tickle your butthole. It was something along those lines, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, who is this person? But, yeah, that was their threat. They would tickle my butthole if I didn't remake the X-Men timeline. It was a long-ass time they were doing it, and I just got to the point, I was like, fuck this person, I'm deleting them. So, funny story, I had one of my best friends that I've grown up with since, like, we've known each other since 3rd grade. He saw I was having some success with YouTube. He tried his hand at YouTube to do a channel. He did it for like a year, and then he just kind of stopped. It wasn't for him, but... So, he had a movie-specific channel where he talked about movies. He did a review for X-Men Phoenix, for Dark Phoenix. And he's like, oh, look at this. This guy's commenting some weird stuff on my videos and sending me emails. He sends me the name, and I'm like, yo, that's the guy. That's the tickle my butthole guy. I think this guy goes around and just watches random X-Men videos and just spams people, like picks targets. He's been doing it since 2016, because that's when I started my channel, and what I'm telling you right now was last year. So this guy's just running around spamming creators that say anything about X-Men and then harasses them for like a year. My buddy's not even doing YouTube anymore. He still gets emails from this guy. I know that was a long-ass story, but I had to tell you guys every detail of it. It was wild. Like, I'm not even exaggerating about any of it. Like, that's the story. So, yeah, that is the guy that... And, yeah, I did hide that guy from my channel, because he would go into every single video of mine for a while that had nothing to do with X-Men. It had nothing to do with anything, and would just rant paragraphs long about how I need to do my X-Men timeline again and use his theories. And he would just rant with a bunch of nonsensical stuff. It just got to the point, it's like, you gotta go. It's too much. Oh my god. There's some interesting people on the internet, I've learned. There's some very interesting people. The moral of the story, some folks have got a strange idea of entertainment. Yeah, it's very true. I don't even know if this person still watches. They might be here right now. I wouldn't know. I hid them. Because it was so bizarre to me. It's like those people that find your address and show up at your house, like asking for autographs and then to tickle your butthole in real life. It's like, no, please. I'd rather not. Just please leave me alone. But yeah, that's just one of many people. There's so many. There was the guy that, I think one of the best examples of someone I've hidden from the channel is when I did my Assassin's Creed timeline. Which obviously, if you play Assassin's Creed, you know the story paints in the story, the Templars they took over the church because at the time it was the most powerful organization on the planet. That's what the Order of the Ancients and the Templars do. They put themselves at the top power at the time in the world, and that's how they run the world. So this guy, I guess, got offended that I covered Assassin's Creed. So he went through my comments screaming at everyone and ranting that they were all going to burn in hell for watching my Assassin's Creed video. I was like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, it's a video game, chill. And then one of my subscribers took it upon themselves to actually go through all this guy's profiles, like Instagrams. The guy had a bunch of I don't know if it was Instagram, whatever. Maybe it was Snapchat. I don't know if Instagram was around then. The guy had a picture of himself with an Assassin's Creed Origins filter wearing like a pharaoh. He had a bunch of Assassin's Creed pictures of himself edited in. So I was like, wait a minute, hold on. This guy's like ranting on my videos, like yelling at everyone that likes Assassin's Creed. But at the same time, he's got filters where he's like posing as Assassin's Creed characters. I was so confused. Yeah, but moral of the story, YouTube is an interesting place. You meet a lot of different people. Talking, what do you think, Fabian's reaction to the tickling? Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Alright, which way do I go now? Did I bring the crank? Damn it, you guys got me distracted talking about butt tickles and such. I left the crank! I need the crank, I left it. Oh wait, maybe I can go down to the caves and get it. Sounds like a religious zealot. Yeah, it was really bizarre because I remember also, out of curiosity, I had clicked on that person's YouTube video, or that person's YouTube account to see if they have uploaded any videos. Anytime these people show up that are just completely off, and you can tell, there's always some weird shit on their channel that they like or upload. This guy's entire set of content was all about how Jews and Muslims are destroying the world, and conspiracy theories. One of them was saying that Bill Cosby, I remember this in particular, I imagine it would have been removed by YouTube by now, but one of them in particular was about how Bill Cosby is actually a transgender clone. I shit you not, I specifically remember that, and I was so confused by what the hell I was looking at. So that's how I know, like, this person's not... And it wasn't like those trolling videos where someone's just, like, trying to be funny and, like, saying some weird nonsensical crap. Like, if you actually watch the video, you could tell, like, this guy was being dead serious about everything he was talking about. Cranking buttholes, only this stream, I swear, exactly. I don't know why this happened. You guys got me talking about this. About cranks, buttholes, and butt tickles, and all kinds of weirdness. Not my fault, these people exist. I'm so sick of it. Handgun, you're gonna get finished off. There. Oh my god. I just imagine my fiance's like... My daughter's room is across the hallway, so I can imagine my fiance in there, like, putting clothes away. And just hearing, like... Yeah, and then he threatened to tickle my butthole. What the fuck? Oh my god. The stream has gotten out of control. I understand we usually talk about stuff that has nothing to do with the game, but like now we're talking about this during a Resident Evil game. Got harassed by a zoophilia woman recently on a random video. I'm not joking. Yeah, that's like the amount of people that use YouTube as like just an area to go comment and troll videos. Like it's amazing to me. What was the stream you're talking about, Bill Cosby? That was Gears of War 3. I know that because I was watching that clip the other day. I thought about it, and I went back and watched it. That went out of control, and I had the whole like part where it you know slowly went into that. Someone made a comment. I forgot who it was. It was someone here. I'm sure you're here. Someone made a simple comment. Oh, you know what it was? It was when the Area 51 like thing was going out with the Naruto runners and all that people were making fun of. Someone made a comment about how they're gonna run over there and then Area 51 is predators and they're gonna release them. So that's how it started. That's how it started before it completely derailed. We were talking about like the alien predator, like so I made the comment about predators, and somehow the conversation, someone took it as sexual predators. So somehow it turned into a conversation about all the Naruto kids running, and it was R. Kelly pissing all over the floor so they'd slip. Jared Fogle was collecting everyone in sandwich buns, and Bill Cosby was just sprinkling roofies, and they would just like take everyone away. And that was Area 51. It was so stupid. Like just hearing that, it's so dumb. It's not even funny. But I was tired. It was late at night, and I got the giggles, and I just couldn't get the imagery out of my head. Oh my god, that's what it was. Oh man. Sometimes going in the back is better than the front. Jesus. Like I said, if that's... I won't get into that. If that's your thing, sure. Door knock. Miss Thumb answers the door. Random dude. I'm here to tickle Vivian's butthole. You know what? You know, this whole conversation started... Actually, Rogue Dragon, it was you that just said this, right? That said you wonder, like, all these people that are hidden on the channel, if they're just yelling into the void. That's what sparked this whole conversation. I'm sure Fabian had fun being monetized. Oops. This is my bad, YouTube. Don't demonetize me. We're just talking about how to make YouTube a safer place for everyone. That's all. That's all we're talking about here. Damn it. I thought... Oh, I didn't get those dogs. Okay, welcome. Sure, believe me. You started, man. Again, I'm the grizzled veteran subscriber, so I have the war stories. 'Tis true. Oh, come on, man. So all the people hidden, yeah, they're all planning to like tickle attack me. I'm gonna go to E3, and these random people are gonna find me for some tickle attacks. That's disgusting. Doing this part backwards? Yeah, well, no, I gotta do this and then go down the elevator. Oh, I guess I did kind of do it backwards. Actually, it surprises me how many of my comments start messed up conversation. Yeah, usually, Rojan, you bring something up that brings a whole nother debacle into the mix. Okay, now I go down the elevator. Oh, man. Man, I'm remembering, though, when I streamed Gears of War 3, like, some of the... No, Gears of War Judgment. There were so many parts in that game where I was getting so mad. Because God... Oh, you're right, I did do it backwards. I was supposed to bring... Yeah, I did it backwards, you're right. But Gears of War Judgment, you guys remember that one part where it was near the end of the game, and it was just a ton of those enemies that would turn red and become almost unstoppable. They'd be doing like kung fu kicks over tables and rocks and stuff. It was horrible. If I do see you again at a convention, I'll sure to say hello, swag bag, costume, and all. Hopefully E3's next year. I really doubt that E3... I mean, maybe E3 will happen next year, because I don't know if you guys heard, Pfizer announced today that they got their vaccine, I mean, just about ready. They think that maybe by the holidays they could start inoculating certain people. It's over 90% effectiveness. They just got to get, like, emergency use authorization. So if there's a vaccine, you know, by next year that a lot of the public's getting, I'm hoping we start getting some big events like E3 again, you know? Because I really missed going to E3 this year. I love, like, to me, like, E3 is like a little mini vacation every year. The 2 years that I've been, but it's just a lot of fun being out there. I hate these damn snakes, man. This one's gonna kill me. It's gonna be the snakes. God, what a pain in the ass. The smallest enemies, I swear. Don't get that vaccine. I mean, if it's recommended, if it's considered safe, I'm gonna get it. Absolutely gonna get it. Got plenty other vaccines in me already. Yeah, most of us do. Yeah, they were talking about how it's gonna be a, it might actually be a yearly shot like the flu. I ain't taking no vaccine that has been tested and proved. Well, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they're doing, though. That's the whole point of all the different phase trials. Like, I know people say that, but they won't take it unless it's tested, but that is the whole point. It's being tested. Okay, now... Now I go up and do it, right? Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Now I go up there, use the crank, and then I come back down. That's what it is. It's the smallest enemies that are the worst, yeah. I've not gotten a flu shot in 20 years. Yeah, but you have, like, smallpox shot, like, vaccines and measles and all that, too, when you're a kid, you know? Flu's a whole different thing. Yeah, Nitaku, we passed 63,001, so maybe we're over the safe zone. That 10% doesn't convince me. Oh, what, the over 90%? Well, that's not really how it works. What they're saying is, I mean, over 90% effectiveness is really good for a vaccine. The other 10% is also comprised of people that had a placebo, too, so it's not necessary. That doesn't mean it didn't protect 10% of people. The sound of the waterfall seems to stop. All right, we're done with that. I need to heal. Oh, my damn poison. This channel is 1 million quality in videos. Stream and chat. Appreciate that. There we go. Yeah, but I don't... Like, I'm not trying to make the whole conversation about, like, you know, vaccines and conspiracy theories, but I just follow the science. I don't really believe in all these conspiracy theories and anti-vax stories and all that. Because if you actually dig and look at the science behind it, a ton of that's been debunked. I'm not one of those anti-vax parents. Like, if I go to a doctor and they recommend a shot, my kid's going to get a shot. It's always been that way. And they've been perfectly fine. That's why some places are starting to get, like, you know, a while back we're getting measles outbreaks from the parents that wouldn't give their kids the shot. And, you know, you got to realize some kids can't get shots. So some kids have vulnerable immune systems and can't get a shot. People like that aren't protected. So that's why I'm big on you know, getting vaccines when needed. Michael, you're not that late. Well, like an hour and a half. Yeah, we finished the mansion. The mansion area, thankfully. Oh, look. Mixed up right here. Having conspiracy theories on conspiracies. Yeah, see, I don't buy into conspiracy theories because when you actually, it always, when you actually follow all the details, like, they always fall apart. So I don't even entertain the thought. I just, you know, do my thing. Speaking of conspiracy theories, I've always wondered if flat earthers think all planets are flat too. I have no, you know, part of me thinks that, part of me thinks that flat earth people are just trolling. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's a percentage of them out there that genuinely believe what they say, but I feel like the ones that actually believe that are an extremely small percent. Like, but like, we have pictures, like, we've seen the Earth. You know, like, you don't even have to, like, do all the calculations and the horizon. Like, we've seen the Earth. I don't know. I think, you know, I'm interested in all that stuff too, more for entertainment purposes. Here in DC, kids are required by law to get vaccinated in order to attend school. I agree with that. I know some people are against that. I completely agree with that. Because, like I said, if I had a kid with a weak immune system that can't medically get a shot, I don't want my kid around your kid that's carrying measles around. I don't. Like, I don't even want them in the same school, you know? Like, sorry. My friend thinks Flat Earth Theory has points. We think she's just messing with... That's what I'm saying. Like, half those people, they have to be trolling. There's no way there's no way they actually believe the Earth is flat. My apologies to anyone here in chat that genuinely thinks so. I mean, you're wrong. It's just not... It's not a fact. I did save, right? Damn, I feel like I'm running low on ammo here. Let me get the crank. Yeah, I think I need the crank one more time, don't I? Oh, forgot about the hunters I got to deal with here. That's going to be fun. I got the grenade launcher for their asses. They have massive conventions. It has its own merchandise stream around the community. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I just really don't. Why is Universal Pictures lying to us with their logo? You know what's funny, too? If you go back in history, like, there's, like, ancient peoples that even knew the Earth was round. Just from, like, mathematical calculations that are way above my own head. Oh, you know what? Let me get the survival knife real quick. So I can slice the door. People get vaccinated will make your kid get autism. Yeah, and that's been debunked, you know, and I hate that shit because, like, my son has autism, and it sure as fuck wasn't caused by a vaccine. You know, I've done a lot of research into that myself, you know, as a precaution, but, like, once you actually do the research, you see, once you see where the research actually came from, and see how badly it was debunked. It's shocking to think that some people still believe that. It's not correct. It's not even a theory. It's just wrong. It's junk science. It really is. Where's my knife? Oh, I put it all the way up here. Alright, I'm good. Faye believes Bigfoot is real. Hey, that's not a conspiracy theory. I'm just saying. There could be a type of animal out there that walks on two legs and is furry. You don't know. You haven't seen Harry and the Hendersons? What if he's out there and just wants a family? Don't talk shit about Bigfoot, man. I haven't seen him myself yet. But one day, I'll capture Bigfoot, and I'll prove you guys wrong. My brother has autism, and he's actually quite smart because of it. Yeah, my son's high-functioning autism, so you can't... Like, some kids, like, his grandmother on the other side of the family, she used to be a teacher that worked with, like, severely autistic kids. And if it gets bad enough, like, you could tell, like, just by looking at them, you know, something's off. He's not like that. You know, you can't really just tell, but he very much, autistic kids very much are intelligent in, like, a very specific area. Like, they'll hyper-focus on one thing. That's why it's kind of difficult to deal with sometimes because of that, but... I wish Loch Ness Monster was real, but I know it's unlikely. Yeah, Loch Ness Monster I think is bullshit. Bigfoot, on the other hand, I'm telling you, something there. I don't know what yet. Something's there. Yeah, we got Biggie Furs. He's around here somewhere. Fun fact: Harry was played by the same guy who played the Predator in the Xenomorph. Oh, are you serious? I didn't know that. That's awesome. Do you have Mothman in Florida? I don't think we have a Mothman thing. All I know about the Mothman is that movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Well, not even a kid. I think early teens maybe. Yeah, that was horrifying. But no, we don't have anything like Mothman. Southern Florida has the skunk ape, which is supposed to be like the swamp Florida version of Bigfoot. Chupacabra, we had Chupacabra for a bit when it got huge in Puerto Rico. Jill? All of a sudden people were seeing it in Miami also.
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah.
You're alive.
I have Asperger's, but I won't let it hinder me. Nor should you. Something I guess should never define you. It's just part of you.
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Pandas used to be cryptid. Were they? Pandas, really?
Enrico!
That's funny. What's not funny is that Enrico just got shot.
Traitor?
Unjustly.
Ooh.
The skunk. Oh, I've heard of the lizard man. I've never seen a lizard man around here. Can't say I have. I saw that movie once and I completely forgot it immediately after. The idea of the Mothman is terrifying, though. Like, oh, damn it. It's this crank. Like, a monster that just appears before disasters, like, predicting them. And then it's, like, showing up in people's windows and shit, like a big glowing monster with wings and red eyes. Like, that's horrifying. It's complete bullshit, but it's terrifying. Gorillas used to be cryptids too. I'm telling you guys, once someone finds a real Bigfoot, I'm gonna give you guys a big I told you so. And I expect a super chat apologizing. Oh no. Wait. Get away. No, I'm not gonna keep wasting this. You're getting shotgun blasted. There. They are finished! Okay. I guess I don't need the other crank. I've always been freaked out by Mothra. Mothra's a good guy, though. She's there to help. Can't be afraid of Mothra. You should be afraid of Godzilla and his big-ass cankles accidentally stepping on your house. At least I was gonna say Mothzilla. At least Mothra could fly around. You don't have to worry about your house getting stepped on or your business or your buildings. She's just trying to live her life, man. Okay. Do I want a health item with me? I probably should. We'll do this. Do I want to save? I'm going to save. I know that dumbass spider is going to be around here. I'm going to say I told you so when we get 5 minutes of Lisa Trevor in the new movie. Yeah, but I don't want you to be right about that. I want more. I don't want you to be right. Mothra actually helped Godzilla in the last film. Yeah, she was the friend that died and gave... It was the Dragon Ball Z moment where your friends got beat up and they're about to give you all their power. And then you come back with, like, Super Saiyan mode. Like, that was an anime moment, and it was awesome. Mothra was no joke, man. God, I love Godzilla King of the Monsters. That was legit my favorite movie that came out last year. Favorite movie. Alright, Enrico. Let's get that crank. Get him Countdown Vampires instead. That's fate for worse. Oh, Countdown. Yeah, that AVGN review that he just did for Countdown Vampires, I want to play that. I've never heard of that game ever. It looks so bad. So bad that I want to play it. Okay. Man, I really hope we get more Stars members in the Resident Evil reboot movie. I mean, so far, you know, we're going to have Richard. Richard Aiken's going to be there. But, like, what about, like, all the other ones? Son of a bitch. I heard you. Stop. Coming at me off screen like that, man. I'm kind of rooting for Kong when he clashes with Godzilla. Neither of them are going to win. I promise you. I've seen too many versus stories in my life. They're going to team up against a bigger threat. It's only going to appear to be Kong versus Godzilla at first. And that's what I want to see out of it. I don't want either of them to beat the other one. They're both awesome. I want to see them, like... I want to see, like, Godzilla do, like a Colossus and Wolverine attack. Where King Kong grabs Godzilla by the tail and spins him around, then launches him directly at an enemy. Maybe a giant Cyber Godzilla. He launches him and he's just, like, using his fire breath as he's flying in the air. That's what I want to see. There's too big a cast for an hour-and-a-half movie as it is. Yeah, I have no idea how they're doing the story in this Resident Evil movie. Because now, we know for a fact now that there's elements of Resident Evil 1 and 2. Like, strong elements of both. You can't do all that in one movie. Unless they're secretly filming 2 movies back-to-back and keeping it under wraps. Or something, but... I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited about it, cautiously. Because there is a chance that they're trying to do a little too much. You know, here, to be real, here's the problem. The problem is that the Raccoon City incident is too popular. It really is. Because they always try to go back to that era, the Raccoon City outbreak. They always try to go back to it because that was Resident Evil at its peak. So now, instead of just doing a Resident Evil 1 story, they want to make damn sure to put Raccoon City in the story. So... that's the only thing that worries me. Like, you have so many good stories in the Resident Evil universe, you don't have to just do Raccoon City over and over again. Like, do the first game and then build up to it. Like, I think fans would more than be fine with that, you know? This is where the stream froze last time. Yeah, right here. Hopefully it doesn't freeze again. Oh, it didn't freeze this time. Most likely what's going to happen in Godzilla vs. Kong is they'll fight a Ghidorah clone created by the head. Yeah, I'm sure. And it'll have, like, cybernetic parts, too. Yeah, because they did have that Ghidorah head at the end. They're going to take the genetics and do all kinds of shenanigans with it. Missouri cryptid is Momo? Wait, is that a real... Momo? What the hell's Momo? I've never heard of that one. Okay. I didn't see you escape the boulder. There was a black screen for just a second. I called you. Yeah, you guys accused me of cheating. How dare you? Oh, man, I want to get that defensive knife over there, but I also want to leave. Jill's too fast for you. Come on. You can't escape Jill. Or you can't catch Jill. She's too fast. Look, she's running circles around you. I wasn't going to take it just to troll him, but I'm just wasting an inventory slot. Duh! 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 No! Let me loose. Alright, there we go. Look up Momo, the Missouri monster. I've never heard of Momo. I don't think I have, at least. Do I want to take that? I don't feel any... To me, I don't know, I'll take it. To me, the blue herbs are so... Not unnecessary, but I rarely use them. I feel like the games have way more blue herbs than you will ever need. That's crazy. Logo Chris, you don't have... Like, he has all the flamethrower and all that stuff you have to do. Jill doesn't have to do any of that. She got the easy way out. We have Champ and Lake Champlain. Yeah, that was in a Creep Show episode. New Jersey's a Jersey Devil. All I can think about when I think of Jersey Devil is the PlayStation game. That's always what I think of. Okay. Let us go here. Wait a minute, I got turned around. This is where I came from. Let me go back. Momo the Missouri Monster is a movie that was done in 2019. Oh, so it's not like a true like a thing that people have seen. It's just a movie. I've never heard of it. Dio, welcome. And the Jersey Devil doesn't like fat chicks. Wait, is that a thing? Like with the Jersey Devil story? Is that like an actual thing? Most of these monsters have been dealt with by Mulder and Scully. 'Tis true. Man, there were so many episodes when I was a kid of X-Files that scared the hell out of me. There was this one. I don't know why, because going back as an adult, it's not even scary anymore. But when I was a kid, there was one where it was like some guy that was invisible or something. And it was like a ghost story, but it turned out to be like some guy that like could become invisible, something weird like that. And it scared the hell out of me. Watching it as a kid, like, I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. Man, you guys want to hear something scary? I swear every bit of this is true. Like, yeah, there's an explanation for it. I'm pretty sure. But, like, years ago, when I first had my son, I was in a previous relationship with someone else, and we lived together at the time. And I remember we're in the bed sleeping late at night, as people do. And I remember at one point I woke up suddenly at like 3, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, those like really, really late hours in the night. And I'm sitting in the bed and I felt like someone was watching me. Now, I know like sleep paralysis and all that. I'm sure that's what it was. Like I probably just woke up and was half dreaming. But just put yourself in the situation. And I'm sitting there in the dark and all you could see is like the light from outside, like outside the house, or like moonlight coming in. And I'm like this, touching my eyes, and I look in the corner of the closet, and I swear it looked to me at the time like someone was standing by my closet in the corner looking at me like this. Like, they were just, like, tilting their heads slowly left and right. It looked like someone was just standing there. And I remember thinking to myself, I'll keep playing in a second, but I want to tell the story. And I remember thinking to myself, and this is the only time I've ever experienced that, but I know about sleep paralysis. The weird thing is I could move. But I looked up, and I remember thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm just waking up. There's probably not really someone there. So I go like this, and I wipe my eyes, thinking, like, all right, when I look again, it's just going to be my closet there. And then I look again, and it looked even clearer. At that point, I jumped out of the bed. Mind you, my girlfriend at the time was sleeping next to me. She also gets terrified, too. She didn't know what was happening. She was dead asleep. I jumped backwards, and I said, fuck, real loud. I jumped, hit my head on the wall. I jumped up like Super Mario and turned the light on, and there was nothing there. And I just sat there, like, for, like, 5 minutes. I couldn't talk. And I was like, what the fuck did I just see? I could not get back to sleep, and I told her what happened. She's like, you were probably dreaming. And I know I was wide awake, and I could move and everything, but I was like, yeah, realistically, it was probably some kind of sleep paralysis where I was coming out of the dream. But it was, at the moment, though, after I thought that and I wiped my eyes, I was like, there's no way. And I look again, and it was even clearer. So I flipped the hell out, and it just, I've never, it was so weird to me because, like, I've never felt that kind of fear in my life. It just felt like some, like, something crazy supernatural had just happened in front of me, but I know it didn't, you know? It's just like one of those things that it's just like, I never felt anything like that before. You just play some of the old X-Files video games sometime? I've never played any of the games. They're probably good. Yeah, but that was my scary story. I actually have a lot of scary stories of weird shit that used to happen at my parents' house when I lived there. And a lot of my friends were involved in it, too. It was... I swear, like, I'm not those kind of people that, like, you know how, like, everyone has that friend that, like, always has these supernatural stories. And when you hear them tell it, like, you know it's bullshit. Like, everyone has those kind of friends. I have friends like that, too, but I've never been that way. But there's weird shit that had happened in my parents' house when I used to live there all the time. Like, we had this... Oh, my God. There's this one where... It was like a year before I moved out. One of my buddies. Hey, God. Hearing that reminds me when I was scared of ghosts. I got into a discussion once with a friend about ghosts and the supernatural, and she mentioned this one time where she thought she saw something in her apartment one night. Yeah, like, I had a friend that told me he looked in the mirror and saw a face twisting and all this, and I was like, yeah, that's probably bullshit. You probably saw that in a horror movie. Like, yeah, people have bullshit stories. The internet's full of them, you know? But I remember once, oh my God, I get chills thinking about this shit. I get so many chills thinking about this. The basement of the house I lived in New Hampshire was haunted. See, that's terrifying. I do believe in hauntings. Can I explain them? Fuck no, I'm not smart enough. I don't know. But in my parents' house, before I moved out, you know, my friends would come over and we'd stay up till like 2 or 3 in the morning just playing video games, and they would, you know, drive back home. So one of my best friends is over once, and it was one of those late nights where, you know, we're just up real late. He's leaving, going home late. He texts me, or he calls me from outside. He's in his car, and he's like, it sounds like someone's in your garage yelling. And I'm like, like, right when I heard that, like, I felt the hair stand up on the back of my neck. And I was like, wait a minute. What do you know what? This is cool talking about scary stories while I'm playing this. But, so he tells me that someone's yelling in my garage. And he's like, yeah, I think there's someone in your garage. I hear screaming or something. Just a really loud noise. I was like, don't fuck with me. So I went outside, and I go to my garage. The garage is closed, of course. And I'm like, what is that? There's a ton of sound coming from the garage. I don't know what the hell it is. It sounded like some really loud yelling, like someone's yelling. It'll make sense when I tell you guys, but So, I was shitting my pants. I wasn't going to go check. I ran inside with him, and I went knocking on my parents' door, and I told them what was happening, because my ass was not going to... I was too scared. The music is perfect for those stories. Yeah, it is. So, anyways, my mom gets up. My mom's the one that always has, like, rational explanations for everything. She's like, what? And so then my mom got freaked out, because she heard the noise, too. And I was like, what is that? We go in the garage. We hear, it's loud noise. This old-ass alarm clock was in... My dad is a hoarder. Like, he... Not in the, like, you know, like, psychological definition, but he keeps a lot of old shit that we don't need just because he feels bad throwing things away. This old-ass alarm clock that hasn't worked since I was a kid was just going off out of nowhere. And then, end of the story, you know, not a real exciting climax. We ended up just unplugging it and turning it off. But we were like, why did that do that? And then it was just out of nowhere. And then the build up to the story where, like, I mean, think about it. Your friend leaves your house at like 2 a.m. Fucking calls you from outside and tells you someone's in your garage screaming. I was about to have a heart attack. But yeah, that's the story. Like I said, not as exciting of a conclusion. No, I didn't see a ghost walking by or flying away or anything like that. Turned out it was an old alarm clock, but it was just bizarre because this thing has never, since I was a kid, it's been plugged into my parents' house in the garage. And then just out of nowhere, it started blaring in the middle of the night. Hey, your dad and my mom have something in common. I was terrified out of my mind when I heard a knock on my door. I was freaking out. If it wasn't for my dog, I don't know what happened. Oh, I didn't see the first part of the story. There's another thing that happened with a, I like to call it the haunted Crayola table. When my son was really little, we got him. He was like in preschool. We got him like a little, it was like a little wooden table. And then the legs were like, they looked like pencils. One time I farted in my sleep and woke myself up. I've done that several times, I'm not gonna lie. I think everyone's done that at some point. Was it? Oh yeah, I was telling you guys, this is probably the last one I have. I told you, I don't have a lot, but, so we got my son this Crayola table, and this is, mind you, this is the same friend. Like, he used to be at my house. Like, he practically lived at my house. He was there, like, every day. Hold on. Let me get my stuff here real quick. I'm trying to see what I need. Let me leave this. I'm going to combine that, and I'm going to save. And take these two. Oh, yeah, the Crayola table. This one's not that long of a story, but I swear this one was the one... This is one of the ones where something happened where I was completely flabbergasted. It was just one of those situations where I was like, I didn't know how to explain it. We're in and again, at my parents' house. Nothing's happened outside of my parents' house. At my parents' house, we're in the back. My dad had just built like a new like back porch area. It used to be a Florida room outside, and he built like an enclosed room. So we put like a whole entertainment center out there with TV and all that. So me and my buddy, it was just a non-eventful night. We weren't watching scary movies or telling spooky stories. We were just chilling. Actually, I think we were watching He-Man on Netflix. But we're just talking, and the Crayola table is just a round wooden kid's table with 4 legs that look like pencils. And that table is just sitting there as usual. No one messed with it. It's just sat on the floor. So me and my buddy are talking, and at the same exact time, we both looked at each other because I heard a loud noise and I saw the table. Just imagine a table scraping tile as it moves. Like imagine someone holding a table down and moving it to the side. That sound, scraping against tile. I saw the damn thing move at least 3 inches. I saw it. He heard it and saw my face. We shit our pants. And again, at the time, I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm telling my parents what just happened and see if anyone else experienced this. My parents thought I was crazy. They were just laughing at me. A week later, my older sister, mind you, I didn't tell her the story. I did not tell her at all what happened, neither did my parents. A week later, my sister told me that she was back there by herself, and it was the same thing that just happened to me. The same thing, and I told her, I was like, oh my God, I have to tell you something. So I told her what happened, and my mom, of course, you know, added into the story, like, oh yeah, he told me that last week. And I was like, no. We still have that table. It's in our living room. I can't say anything like that's happened since. But, like, that's the first time something happened where I was like, how the fuck and why the fuck did that happen? Because, like, it'd be one thing if it was, like, in one spot, and then it was just in a different spot later, but, like, I saw it. I saw it. I saw the thing move. Yeah, it scared the hell out of me. One of the glasses moved by itself once. Yeah, I probably missed a lot of your comments. Sorry for the long stories, but you know, you guys have to know my my experiences. Hold on, where am I going now? I'm not even paying attention. What did I get? Oh, I gotta go back to the elevator shaft. All right. I get chills thinking about that story because, like, it wasn't just me by myself either. What made that so different was the fact that one of my buddies was right there with me, witnessed it, and then my older sister, that didn't know what happened, later told me a similar experience she had with the same thing. So that's why I was like, why did that happen? This damn Crayola table. These stories are dope. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna make up stories. So, like, I don't have a lot of them. It's just little weird things that have happened. That, yeah, you know what, probably does have some kind of explanation. But, you know, take it for what it is. That's what happened. That was my version of events. That's what I experienced. Why it happened or how, I have no idea. I'm not gonna try to explain it. Like, my mom's the kind of person that'll be like, oh, you know, maybe the air conditioner, when it turned on, it moved it. And we're just like, me and my sister are the ones that are just like, Mom, there's no way. Because, like, it was a pretty decently heavy table. Like, the air could, and we were laughing because we were like, what the hell? Like, it was hurricane force winds that came into the house. But that's what happened. Don't play with Ouija boards. I don't really buy into the Ouija board thing. My fiance's big. Like, she'll murder me if I play with a Ouija board in the house. She does not fuck with that at all. Ouija boards for me, like, I mean, Parker Brothers makes them, you know. Like, I don't buy too much of the Ouija board thing. Because that to me, it's as much as you try not to move it, like, subconsciously, you know, your muscles move just enough to, like, slightly move the thing as you're holding it. 4, 2, 3, 1. Sounds like your mom's a non-believer. See, that's the thing, though. She's not, but at the same time, her initial go-to is always like, oh, the AC, or like someone opened the door in the house and it made something on the other side of the house. But there's always an explanation with my mom. It's funny. Ouija boards are fake. They're toys. Yeah, that's how I feel about Ouija boards. Like, to me, they're just toys. I think, to me, Ouija boards, you know, do as much supernatural stuff as you put, you know, thought into it. Ouija board is a Ouija board. They're board games. That's why I see it.
You're safe.
You too, Jill.
I do know once, I was playing with when I was a kid at one of my friend's houses. He shit his pants so bad because it was moving around and saying stuff. That was me moving it the whole time, and I never told him.
What might be at the bottom?
I was absolutely doing it on purpose and acting like I wasn't. I feel like 99% of the time that's what's actually happening. Do you believe the Blair Witch exists? Nah. I think that was just movie and urban legend. So your mom is selective in what she believes? Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it, yeah. When I was young, I didn't fuck with Candyman. Oh, hell no. You know what I used to when I was a kid? I used to be like, Candyman. What was it? It was 5 times? Or was it 3?
Jill.
I would always get to the last part and hesitate, and they'd be like, nope, I'm not doing it. I would turn the light on.
I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
See, nothing ever weird. See, my history of where I've lived is I lived with my parents, obviously. Then, you know, when my fiance now, when she was my girlfriend, we dated a couple of years and then decided to move in together. We moved in an apartment together. All the weird stuff happened at my parents' house, which people always asked us, like, is it like an ancient Indian burial ground, some weird shit? Like, someone die there? No. My parents moved into a house, like, in the 80s. They moved over here from Puerto Rico, and the house was built brand new. So, I don't know. But that's where all the weird stuff happened. The apartment where we lived in, the only weird thing that ever happened, which isn't all that weird. I mean, you know, dogs always do weird stuff, but my fiance was visiting a friend in another state, one of her friends that had moved. So I was alone for a couple of days, and my younger dog Zelda, or my older dog Zelda, at the time she was the only one we had. We're sitting in the living room. We had like this little hallway leading to the bedrooms. One night, I don't know what it was, she got the urge to just stare into that direction of the hallway and just growl. And mind you, this is one of those really quiet dogs that never make a peep, ever. Never barks. Now that's not the case, but back then, never barks, never makes noises. And she would always stare into that hallway during that weekend and just... It like in a movie, when you see a dog just like in a movie when a dog sees a ghost or something, you know, they sit there and like growl violently. That's what she'd be doing. I'd be like, what are you looking at? There's nothing there. And it would scare the shit out of me. But, you know, nothing crazy ever happened. And in this house where we currently live, after that, we ended up renting this house, and we've been here a couple of years. But in this one, I can't say anything weird has really happened at all. Except, well, actually, you know what? The only weird thing that has happened, which I'm not going to go crazy and say it was something crazy and ghostly. Do you guys remember who was here for the Resident Evil 3 stream? The original. You guys remember when I streamed the original Resident Evil 3? Way back when I first started streaming. You guys remember what happened? I'll tell you guys for the ones that weren't here in a second, but that's the only weird thing that's ever happened here in this house. And I was racking my head trying to figure out what happened, and I never came to an explanation. You had a dog named Zelda? Yeah, I still do. She's half Papillon, half Jack Russell. Yeah, the shelf. Exactly, Helgate. You were there. This behind me, the old shelf I had, I got up. And it was on the video. It was on the stream, so you guys saw it live. I got up to, I don't know what it was. Like, I had to grab something, or I don't know. It was something. I grabbed a controller or something. I got up, and I walked that way towards my closet, and I heard a huge thump. The whole shelf just moved forward, and a bunch of stuff fell off of it. And I just turned around. I stared at it, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. I don't know. I never figured it out. And some of the things I thought of, I was like, on the other side of that wall is our kitchen, but there's also a big thick wall behind it, you know. So I was like, maybe like something fell and hit the wall hard enough, and I don't know. But I tried testing it, and I went to the kitchen. I was like, there's cabinets in the way. I don't know what happened. I never figured it out, but that freaked me out for a little while. But that's the only thing I could say that's happened in this house that was a little strange. Is the video still up? No, it's not. It was from the PlayStation version. I replaced it with the GameCube version. So it's not up anymore. And that was back then when I used to edit my streams to cut down the time. So I think I edited that part out. So that those of you that were here at the time know exactly what I'm talking about, though, because it happened live on camera. And I remember sitting back down and being like, I asked you guys if you saw it because I didn't know what the hell just happened. And I was sitting there trying to figure out what just happened. And, like, we don't have earthquakes or anything like that in Florida. Nothing else in the rest of the house shook, you know. I don't know. I have no idea. So it was a grabloid burning under your house? Yeah. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored by my stories. I'm not focusing on the game itself, but some things need to be told. But yeah, otherwise in this house, I mean, nothing else has happened where I've been like, that's a little strange. One Halloween, me and my cousin was watching horror movies and had the fireplace going because it was cold. Feed until it went back to normal. Oh yeah, temperature changes. That part was on the video. I didn't watch it live. Oh, was that on the video? I guess it was then. Maybe I didn't edit it out. Yeah, but that video, yeah, I replaced it with the mod, the HD mod. Oh god, she's right there in front of me where I need to go. The red light background's fitting for the stories, yeah. Actually, I was going to do it white just to match the other Resident Evil stream, but I recorded the Lisa video over and I didn't feel like changing the color, so I just left it. No UFO sighting stories? There's... I mean, nothing specifically that... Well, yes, but not me in particular. And in Puerto Rico... I don't know if any of you live in Puerto Rico, but in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of crazy UFO stories that people have. I do remember once when I was a kid, I have this very vivid memory. It could be one of those false memories from when you're a kid, though, to be completely honest. But I do have this very vivid memory when I was a kid. I remember going to church on a Saturday night, because we're Catholic. We didn't go to... We had, like, Saturday night mass. So I remember specifically one time we're driving to church and I'm in the back seat with one of my childhood friends, and we were looking out the window and we both kept yelling at my mom that there was a purple triangle in the sky. I don't remember the details, but I had to have been like 6, but it's a very vivid memory that I have in my head. Like I said, it could be a bullshit memory for all I know. There is one story where my parents told me this story. And again, my parents aren't those kind of people that... Obviously, I've known my parents my whole life. They're not those kind of people that just make up stuff. And they have friends that are not those kind of people either. At one point, there was these friends they had in Puerto Rico. Oh, your boy no, but you're scaring me all right. Now keep going. Says a lot about 2020. The government shows us a UFO and they're like, I don't know, or like shrug. Oh yeah, they had some kind of like unidentified flying saucer report or something. Well, object, not saucer. But no, yeah, my parents had some friends that lived in Puerto Rico, like in the rural areas in Puerto Rico. And they specifically said that, I mean, it's one of those crazy stories where someone saw something in the sky that clearly looked like a UFO, the lights flashing and everything. One of those stories. But they said they didn't notice until someone started, like some stranger that was outside started banging on their door really loud, just banging, 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 let me in, let me in. And they didn't know who it was, so they didn't open the door, and then they saw it out the window too. They told my parents that story, and my parents thought they were bullshitting, you know, but they were like, at the same time, you know, it's those kind of people that if they were making up a story like that, that'd be kind of off. Like, no, they're not those kind of people. And then, like, a couple days later, it was all over the news. Different parts of Puerto Rico, people were reporting something similar. But it was like, wow, like how do you explain that, you know? It's these people that are trusted that aren't really, like, you know, fabricators of stories. And then what they told you see it on, like, the Spanish news. You go on Telemundo, and a couple days later, like, there it is. Wow, that's what they told us the other day. What year was this? I have no idea. It had to have been... I was a kid, so... I mean, it Super Nintendo era. I mean, it had to be the mid-90s. I really couldn't tell you exactly what year. But it was a situation in Puerto Rico, and it was just... I mean, you could probably find it online. I've never looked, actually, come to think of it. But you could probably go online and type in, like, I don't know, 90s UFO sighting or something. I'm sure it'll pop up. But yeah, we had some family friends telling us what happened. They were really scared about it, too. And then it was on the news in other areas of the island. And mind you, Puerto Rico is not an enormous place, but if someone on one side of the island is saying something and then it's on the news on the other side of the island, like, if you're driving from one end of Puerto Rico all the way to the other end in a straight line, I don't know, 3.5 hour drive, 4 hour, depending on traffic. So it's a pretty widespread area. If it was on the news, I could probably find it. Yeah, I don't know if it would be an American news, though, because my parents, they have, like, the Spanish TV packages, and they just watch, like, Puerto Rico channels. So it would have to be on, like, Univision or Telemundo, one of those. Why can't I use this here? Oh, I gotta press the lever. That's what it was. You know what? That's interesting. If one of you guys do feel like looking that up, maybe that'd be interesting if you find something like that. Because I would like to show my parents that, if they remember. But yeah, I remember that. I remember that story my parents tell me very vividly, because they were very weirded out too. More so, not the fact of the actual story. They were more weirded out at the fact that, like, who told them. They're like, they're not people that, you know, make stuff up like that. They're very trustworthy people. DaShoota, welcome. Just watched the video on Lisa Trevor's casting. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's pumped. They did a good job of the casting. Do you speak Spanish? Yeah. I grew up speaking, people ask me which one was my native language, and it's like, if you grew up in a Spanish family in America, like, it's hard to say, because I guess I don't really have a native language, because, like, in school and with my older sister and friends, like, you know, I'd be speaking English, but at home with my parents and my other older sister, I would speak Spanish. It's weird how that happened, because, like, as I grew up, like, one of my sisters, I'd speak primarily Spanish to. The other one I speak English to. It's just, we're all, you know, bilingual. We all speak the English and Spanish fluently, but, like, different people in my family, I speak different languages too. Yeah, Spanglish is very real. Spanglish is the Puerto Rican Spanish. That's why, like, man, one thing I used to hate, though, this is why I've always hated at jobs when people ask me if I spoke Spanish, because, what was I gonna say? Oh, you know, when you go to a job and they're like, are you bilingual? I used to hate, like, telling them yes, because they would want you to use it as a job. I hated using, like, both languages in a job, because this is what happens. When I worked retail, everyone that spoke Spanish, like, they would come get me or any of those Spanish speakers. But, like, Spanish is a hard language to use in the workplace, because there's so many different like, for example, if I had a Mexican customer or a Colombian customer, sometimes we didn't really understand what the other was saying, because, like, different dialects of Spanish, depending on what you are, is very different. And it's actually kind of hard to communicate. And then at the same time, that's why I say, like, Spanish, like, from Spain and, like, Colombia and things like that, is very formal. If you go to Puerto Rico, it's very slang, and there's a lot of English thrown into it randomly. It's just how it is. Wait, what was I going to get here? Is there something here I need? No, but at Best Buy, one thing I couldn't stand that used to happen all the time was you'd have people from, like, Brazil come in, and in the area where I am, a lot of Brazilian people would come buy stuff, because the import fees in Brazil are so high that people will just buy stuff in the U.S. and bring it back with them. So people would just come up to you and be like, oh, this person needs a Spanish speaker. And then I'd be like, fuck, they're Brazilian. Not that I have anything against Brazilians. It's the fact that they would speak Portuguese. Portuguese is not Spanish. You might be able to get through it, just like I might be able to get through a conversation with an Italian person. Because there's some similarity there in languages. But it's not easy at all. So sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what you're saying. And I'd have to complain to the manager, like, yo, this person not speaking Spanish, it's Portuguese. Completely different than my Puerto Rican-ass Spanish. Oh, wait, am I going the right way? Oh, I gotta get back to the, But they speak Portuguese? No, that's exactly right. But what people that don't speak Spanish would hear it, and they'd be like, oh, they speak Spanish, they're from Brazil. It's like, that's not Spanish, it's Portuguese. It's a different language. And I would just stare at them blankly like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. It's like you can ask for water or directions to movies, but anything more complicated than that's another world. Yeah, that's very accurate. Plus, Spain is the only country that uses vosotros form verb. Yeah, we don't touch that. Do better than most of us. I can only speak one language. I mean, that's not even necessarily a bad thing. Like, in all honesty, in all the jobs I've had, being bilingual hasn't really helped. The only job where it helped me was the last call center job I had, where they paid me like $1.50 extra for speaking Spanish, but I hated it. I hated it because it's the same situation. They would just reroute everyone that slightly speaks Spanish your way, and then it's just like, If they weren't Puerto Rican or Cuban or Dominican, you probably don't understand them. Because Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and Dominican, that's all slang. That's all slang Spanish. You know, but anything else, like, it's just formal Spanish. I don't know what the hell you're saying half the time. It's like asking a Japanese person to speak Chinese. Yeah, exactly. No, but it's true, though, because I'd always complain about it. And then people would always be like, well, oh, you know what? Did I leave something? Dude, I live on the border of Mexico, and I can't speak Spanish. It's hard to talk to a good amount of people. I imagine along the border, yeah. That's like if you go to Miami. If you go to Miami, everybody speaks Spanish there. Like, it sounds crazy, but if you go down to, like, South Beach, like, Ocean Drive, like, you're not going to see a lot of white people. Like, I mean, yeah, they're there, but, like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, blacks, Hispanics, Cubans, like, that's Miami. And if you look slightly Spanish, everyone's going to the default talking Spanish to you, and that's it. Did I leave... I feel like I left something. Am I missing something? I think I might be missing something. Did I ever get the piece that you combine with the emblem? I'm not sure I did now. Downside of strangers welcoming you like family, they assume you speak the same language. Yeah, and one problem in retail, I think this is more of a thing in like Puerto Rican culture. In retail, when you met a stranger and they knew you were Puerto Rican, like they instantly want deals. Like, oh yeah, we're bros. And it's like, no, I don't know you. I can't give you a discount. It's crazy how different all the different Spanish all the different groups of Spanish people are culturally. Very different. You know, with like even Puerto Rican, like at least in Florida, I would say like Puerto Rican families, culture-wise, I think we have a lot more similarities with black families than we do with like Cuban or Mexican families, you know? It's a little different. Yeah, see, I left it, right? Did I not clear out? Hold on, I cleared out the mansion. I'm having a brain fart. I left, because I have the object, but not the piece that look, right here, it's stone and metal object. Did I leave the piece? It was probably because I was talking. I think I left the piece. Yeah, I got distracted. Wait, hold on. Where is that piece? It was... Because I ended up... I got to go back out to Lisa's cabin, don't I? Yeah, it was in her little underground area. That's where it was, right? I forgot to grab it. Last part of the cave, yeah. Damn it. And there's a zombie out here, too. He will soon meet his fate. There we go. Talking about Miami, I haven't been there in a bit. To be honest, I don't even like going to Miami too much. It's such an expensive place to visit. Like, that's a lot of people I've talked to that have visited Florida and go to Miami. They're caught off guard with how expensive Miami is to do anything. Like, if you go to a bar and get a beer, it's like easily like $8 or $9, depending on where you go, of course. And then like along the beach, all the parkings always fill up. So you always have to go to those like little questionable side parkings where a guy's holding a sign that says like $25 for a day. It's so expensive. It's so outrageously expensive. Not missing much Miami, so yeah, I don't care about Miami too much. It's too. As I've gotten older, it's just like I hate being in those places that are just so hectic, and that's what Miami. It's just hectic and loud, and I don't know. Maybe I'm an old man. Did you get scared playing this game? I mean, probably when I first played it, like back in my GameCube days. But I've played these Resident Evil games so much now that none of them really scare me anymore. But I mean, back then, yeah, probably. Can't believe I have to go back here. Miami was one place I visited where I was like, huh, that's it. And I came from Chicago. I felt like it was home, but warmer. Yeah, like I said, Miami, it's... If you're not, like, huge into, like, like, you know, early 20s, mid-20-year-olds, like, party scene, there's not a lot for you there. There really isn't. Like, Miami, it's a big party area. That's all it is. If that's not your thing, then it's not really a reason to go there. And then, like, on Ocean Drive, like, right on the other side, like, it's just all bars and nightclubs, pizza places and strip clubs. Like, that's it. That's the whole thing. Hate racism, we're all equal. I do stay out of politics, but I do show my support to Black Lives Matter from a distance. I mean, yeah, of course racism is an awful thing. I don't think anyone will, well, anyone that's not racist will, I don't think anyone will disagree with that. To me, that's not politics, though. That's just being a good person. Miami and LA are those places you visit once, just say you've been there. LA I like a lot, though, because for E3 I went there, so I've been to LA twice, and I really do like it there a lot. Very expensive also. Oh, there it is. There's the box. It's funny, though, if you want to see what Miami looks like and you don't actually want to go there, I mean this in all seriousness, play Vice City. Vice City does such a good job of recreating, like... And it's not Miami, it's a fictional city, Vice City, but... It does such a good job of recreating the overall, what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, Michael, you could vouch for this, because you live there. Vice City recreates the overall, I guess you could say layout. The overall, like, layout of Miami. How everything's kind of like, you've got, like, South Beach, and then you've got, like, the smaller, you know, more, like, older houses where, like, the rural area Cubans live, and like the Haitian areas. Like, it's very, they did their research, is what I'm trying to say. You know what? I think it's coming up time to save. I'm gonna save. Well, let's not play games here. Loading content. If there's one country I want to go to one day, it's definitely Japan. Yeah, I want to go to Japan sometime. My brother-in-law and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law went there on their honeymoon. And man, I was so jealous. They were sending us photos, and I was like, that looks awesome. But getting there from Florida, like, you got to be on a plane for like ever. Like, I'm not scared of planes, but being on a plane as long as they are, I'm just like, fuck, that sounds awful. Got to be on a plane for a long-ass time to get to Japan. Especially from Florida. That's literally across the entire planet. One of his DC. I've been there 3 times to USA. Also San Francisco, New York, and New Orleans. Me and my fiance were planning a trip today to, not today, this year to New York. Because I really want to go there sometime. I only went, like, once when I was a kid. We passed by on the way to Canada, like, we were visiting, but, we didn't actually stop. Like, as an adult, I haven't been to New York, and I would love to go visit. And I plan to come back 20 pounds larger. I don't even care. Since I've heard how good the food is, I'll be eating the whole damn time. But, yeah, we were planning on going, and then COVID happened. I was like, well, can't do that this year, probably. And that was before even E3 got canceled. So we were like, all right, let's do E3 at the beginning of the year, then save up some money, and maybe we go to New York later in the year or something. But then it's like, COVID came. It's like, no to that, no to that. Couldn't do anything. It's 17 hours. Yeah, I think that's about what they told me. Yeah, it was something like that to fly to Japan. It's like, I asked them, I was like, were there any stops or like anything? They're like, no, you're just there for 17 hours. Like, they slept a lot and watched DVDs. But it's just like, that sucked. Like, being on a plane that long. Like, going to LA, it's like 5.5 hours from Florida. Like, if you just take a straight shot. Which isn't horrible, but yeah, sometimes it felt kind of long, you know? But, like, tripling that trip and adding on, like, another 2 to 3 hours, like, that's, I don't know. Like, and for me, like, if you could sleep on a plane, fine. Technically, that makes your trip shorter because you're asleep. You don't even realize it. But, I can't sleep on planes. Like, the planes don't scare me at all, but I don't get sleepy on them. Like, I'm wide awake. I'll be looking out the window. I'll be playing my Switch or whatever device I have at the time. Then I'll get bored and just kind of sit there. Like, I can't sleep on a plane. It's just so, like, I just can't do it. So I know if I did that, I'd probably be awake most of that time, and it would feel like it's taking forever. I hate flying the airport, kiss my ass. Yeah, this is funny, because when I went to LA with my buddy, the first E3 I went to, 2018, I think, he was shitting his pants on. Because he hadn't been on a plane in years. That turbulence got pretty bad at some point. Where the plane was just like boom, boom, boom. It felt like a roller coaster, and I was just sitting there laughing. He's like, oh my god, is this normal? Is this normal? I was like, no, I think we're going down. And he was like, stop. But yeah, turbulence is completely normal, and it, like, if you do the research on it, like, you feel like you're on a roller coaster, and the pilots are just like coasting along, and from the outside, the plane's like barely moving. It takes a lot of turbulence to even come close to bringing a plane down. It's the jet lag that sucks. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I was told that I was gonna have bad jet lag going from Florida to LA because it's like a 6 hour. So it's like a 6 hour difference, right? Something like that. No. Yeah, like a 4 or 5 hour difference. A couple hours difference, but I didn't really feel it. Like, honestly, when I got there, I got energized because I felt like I had extra time. My fiance was all tired, of course, but like, I felt energized because I just felt like I added more time to my day. Because I got there, I was like, oh, cool. It's like we went backwards in time. Now we got time to do stuff. You're the worst. Why would you say that? I love messing with people like that. I'll do the same thing with my friend who doesn't fly. Yeah, it is hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. I mean, cause we were fine, to be real. Like, we were okay. We weren't going down. It was just some turbulence. Now, if we had really gone down, I'm like, oh shit, I'm eating my words now. Oops. I hate turbulence. Didn't get jet lag from Florida to Detroit. Yeah, and we, the first plane we went to was Spirit when we went to LA the first year, because it was dirt cheap. So, I'll just fly the cheapest. I don't care. And they actually have a good safety record. They've never had any crash or anything like that. But a lot of people are like, oh, I'm never flying Spirit again. And I was like, I mean, that's got nothing to do with the turbulence, though. That's just, that's just how planes work. Here we go.
Jill.
What was Barry doing there?
You're alive.
He was just looking at it.
I was worried, because I thought you were...
I personally don't like when my eardrums pop. I hate that.
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
I wonder if Barry was actually going to shoot her. No, Barry. She has to be incredibly strong to do that. There's Lisa.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, Barry.
Thanks, Jill.
I know what the future holds. Don't worry, Barry. I believe everything you say. You're my trusted friend. And I will be playing as you in Revelations 2. That screech still freaks me out. I'm so excited about seeing her in the movie because the girl they hired as her, you could tell, like, she's definitely like a creature actor. Like the way she moves around, and like if you see her, like, I posted a clip of her from America's Got Talent, and she was just hamming up the monster quality. It was cool. Did Barry just scream just like Wesker does when he falls? You know, I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about. That little tune you hear in the background, where it's like, oh, 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 like that little tune they play there. I'm almost 100% sure they took that from the movie End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's in the soundtrack that like it. There's a little like tune that plays exactly, almost exactly like that. And I've always thought that about this game. Like, I feel like they took that from the End of Days movie. There's no difference in the sound. At least from what I remember. No way, I refuse to believe it. There we go. I like that movie, though, with Schwarzenegger. Arnold versus Satan. And, of course, Arnold wins. Speaking of Arnold, did you check out Terminator DLC? No, I gotta look that up, actually. I forgot about that. Voldo was crazy. Are you talking about Voldo from Soul Calibur? He was a weird-ass character. No, you know what pissed me off about Voldo? He's the Eddie Gordo of Soul Calibur. He's the one that when you're playing with a friend that sucks at fighting games and has no idea how to play, he's the character that they'll mash buttons with and somehow win. That's Eddie Gordo. He's the Eddie Gordo of Soul Calibur. Well, Huber Games stole its concept from an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, so why not? Yeah, why not? There you go. I really think they took it from that movie, because it sounds exactly like it. You missed the contortion's message. It relates to the girl playing Lisa in the movie. Oh, what, in the chat? No, I didn't see it. Let me go back. Wait, whose message? I don't see it. No, I apologize if I missed the message. Maxie is actually the buttonsmith. That's another one, too. I'll give you that. That's also true. I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. We are at the lab. Why is Jill the only one not wearing a vest? Even their combat medic is wearing one. Maybe her jiggle physics protector. I mean, she's got a shoulder vest. Counts for something, right? I want Mo. I want the Mo disc. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of cleanup. Burn some zombies. Get some fuel. Oh, my message. You spoke about the girl playing Lisa and how she moves. Her contortions are crazy. Someone said Volt. Oh, you're talking about her being Voldo. Got it. Yeah, it is very similar to that. I'm just like, this is why I say, like, you can't really judge necessarily an actor playing certain characters based on just the way they look. Because if you look at that actress, you're like, how is that Lisa? But when you see what they've done, like with the casting mold, with the movement she's doing, you see her training, you're like, oh shit, like that, okay. Like, I'm convinced now that she was that's probably why she got the job, because she showed all that off. Siegfried is guts inspired. My favorite character to play as a Soul Calibur was usually Nightmare, and I really like that. I forgot her name. The Harley Quinn girl. She was a newer character. With that hoop. What's her face? Fuck, I really forgot her name. She had like greenish blue hair or something. Tira, thank you. That's exactly who I mean, yes. Yeah, I always liked her. I got really good with her for a while. Ah, damn, so many shots. Go down. You're lucky I could blow through my handgun ammo. You dick. Why are you not bleeding? Are you serious? He took so many clips. Why? Oh no! Okay, well, you know what? That was worth it. That was worth the hit. Not a favorite character of mine, but apparently I'm incredible at Talim. I've never lost a round with her. I hate that character. She's just that innocent little girl. Like, she's annoying to me. But I'll give you that. She is very fast. Like, for a character, she's lightning fast. That's probably why you're so good with her. She's a very speed-oriented character. Alright, Jill. Your jiggle physics have protected you. Now, continue onward. Damn, I love this game. I could seriously, I could probably stream this game over and over again and not get bored of it. I won't discount that I'll stream it in the future sometime again. I'll leave all that for now. Do you have a red herb? Why did I go all the way back? Damn it. I'll take this. Leave that. There we go. Got a little bit more breathing room now. The lady with the Chinese straight sword? Xinghua? Oh, Shanghua. Shanghua. I love Soul Calibur. I'm still waiting for that Soul Calibur game that has a Mortal Kombat quality story. I'm still waiting for that. I haven't received it yet. Some people argue the last one did a little better. I think a little bit, but it's just, it doesn't touch the quality of the Mortal Kombat storytelling. The game with the best jiggle physics is DOA 5. Sammy Edge, welcome to the channel. Just subscribed. I mean, of course, when I was younger and played like Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore, I used to turn up the age to like 99 because all it did was make the jiggle physics more intense, so I'll just push it up to the max. I mean, that's what you do when you're young, you know, when you're a young hormonal teenager and you're playing Dead or Alive. Like, if you have the choice, you're gonna do it. I mean, let's be real here. Excellent. More green herbs.
Outstanding.
And Lloyd Peters just subbed. Yeah, we're well over 63K now. Until YouTube takes them away. Let's hope they don't. Like everyone else playing that game. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you run into a random channel and fall in love with this. This is one of those times. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, we talk a lot of garbage on this channel. It is what it is. I mean, in all reality, you can't just sit here and talk about this game because, like, what am I, like, okay, this is an x-ray room. It is orange. Jill is wearing clothes. Wait, why can't I put that there? It's not necessary. Why are you telling me what's necessary and what's not? I'm the player. I tell you what's necessary. Oh, I had to go to that exact corner. Picky-ass game. That exact corner. John, Ada. I turned it to 99 now. Oh, Jill's Jiggles. I want to use these Mo discs. I don't want them taking up my inventory. Man, speaking about Soul Calibur, like, I used to spend... Not even just Soul Calibur, I'm talking like Mortal Kombat Armageddon too. I used to spend so much time in the damn character creator just making, like, I wouldn't even make up the characters like they intended for you to do. I would just try to make Mortal Kombat characters. Like, I made like Melina and Katana and Scorpion. It was so pointless because, like, I'm playing Soul Calibur. Like, why am I making Mortal Kombat people? You better leave me alone, dude. Fuck away from me. Not messing with you. Thought I was already subbed. Well, if you're not, you can just hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. Getting closer to Aquaman. I'm getting closer to Superman. Because didn't I... Yeah, I said Superman was 75k. No guarantees I'm going to beat that game. I've never beaten that game. But we'll see. Oh, damn it. John. I can't freaking type. John. Duh. Those passwords sell? Sell, right? What's up with them getting up again and again? They aren't Crimson Heads. Just stay down already? Yeah, I know. Said, just leave me alone, man. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there. Some protection. Yeah, I did the tofu Easter egg last time. Need a Shantae stream today? Yeah, I do need to do that. They just came out with the Risky's Revenge like recut too. Actually, I think it's just a port. I gotta look into it. They didn't send me a code this time for it, but they sent me a press email telling me it's out already. A little while back now, actually. Was I supposed to do? Oh, I don't think I unlocked the other one. You ever played WWE All-Star? Nah, I'm not into wrestling. I don't think I've played a wrestling game since, like, Nintendo 64, like, I don't know, like, WWF vs. NWO, something like that. It's been that long. It's a port, yeah, that's what I thought. I've never seen it. That's cool, though, because, I mean, it's a port of a handheld game, so if you didn't have it on handheld, like, you couldn't really play it. Oh, he's gonna get up, I feel. Famous, like, Roddy Tops. She was my favorite one. How did you know? Yeah, because she's pretending to be a genie, and, which, I mean, you can see from a mile away in the new game, but, she's pretending to be one of the genies in the new game, and, Way Forward posted on their page one day, like, what's your favorite one? And everybody else was saying that, too, and I was like, oh, shit. I guess people liked her. Roddy Tops. You'd crush it and create a wrestler, finisher, arena, and so on. It was funny, a viewer, actually, it was Cadigan, if Cadigan's here. I was laughing my ass off, because he sent me something on Twitter messages once, saying that he made, I don't know what game it was, one of those wrestling games where you can make people, and he made me in his wrestling game, and he sent me a picture of it. I was laughing so hard because I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh my god, it looks exactly like me. Like, it just looked like my face was in the game. I thought it was hilarious. Every Shantae fan likes Zarate. She's cool. She's a little zombie chick. You know, that zombie's so inconvenient. He's like in the worst spot. There he goes. Excuse me? It's 4:20 a.m. in France, and I should get to sleep. Hey, if you need to go, don't feel bad. It's pretty late. Or early, depending on how you see it. It is a.m. You need to find that pic and post it. That's just all. Yeah, I'm going to have to look through my messages. I think I did post it on Twitter once a while back, but that was when he first showed it to me. Oh, hell yeah. Head explosion. Oh, look. No bullets wasted. Also in Italy, 4:20 a.m. Well, hell yeah, you, from what I've seen on the streams, you don't sleep. I think you're immune to sleep. Oh, Chris is locked in there this time, right? We can't leave Chris behind. He didn't give a shit about Rebecca in this playthrough. Who knows where she is? I wonder where she is in this playthrough. Like, did she escape? Like, maybe she got lost and never made it to the mansion. Did sleep all day yesterday. There you go. Can't remember the race car game, but you could put a picture on your car. My friend took a pic of his bare butt and made that the paint job. Oh my god. And he got banned. That was worth it. I remember Rainbow Six Vegas 1, I believe it was, on Xbox 360. They had a 360 webcam and they were really trying to sell it. I ended up buying it from Walmart and then returning it because I just wanted to get the achievement. There was an achievement for making a character with your face. You can scan your face in that game and put it on your actual Rainbow Six guy. It was cool too because it actually looked like your face, but more like with polygons on it. I always thought that was cool, but literally no other reason to own the webcam. I just wanted that achievement. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, I'm good. I gotta unlock the other door. I don't sleep either. It's just kind of funny since I literally can't. What do you mean you can't? Do you have insomnia? I can't sleep half the nights either, but it's like there's no biological reason for it. I just stay up late, and then it always happens where I'll stay up late either putting up a stream, doing a thumbnail, playing Assassin's Creed, or just watching something on TV. I'll sit there, and it's always the same routine. I'll sit there and I'll probably, like, around 2 a.m. or something, like, pass out for, like, a couple minutes and then, like, wake up suddenly. Because then I realize I fell asleep, and then I'll be wide awake for, like, another 2 hours. Why do her boobs jiggle the second I turn on the computer? Do you see that? Look, look. The second I turn on the computer, they jiggle for no reason. Watch. I'll do it one more time so you guys catch it. Look. Why? There's no reason. That is funny. Ada. Mole. Ayeren. Pressing that enter button so hard, yeah, apparently. Damn. Unlocked. Open my shit. Jiggle physics, don't argue with them. Like, literally, just bounce up and down several times. No physics requirements there. Okay. We're well on our way to the end game here. Man, now when I go to sleep tonight, in all seriousness, you know what I'm going to be thinking about? I'm going to be thinking about that story I told you guys where I woke up and it looked like someone was looking at me. Watch that happen to me tonight again. I'm going to be like, damn it, I shouldn't have told that story. Judah, thank you for the super chat. Who's your favorite Resident Evil villain that isn't a main enemy or sub-boss? And who's your least favorite? Resident Evil villain that's not a main enemy or sub-boss? I feel that really limits it, because most of them are villains or sub-bosses. A favorite villain. I can tell you who my least favorite villain is, definitely. My least favorite villain, I mean, it is a boss, though. My least favorite villain is Morpheus. I thought Morpheus was a super lame character. Like, to be honest, I thought all the characters in Resident Evil Dead Aim were really lame. Bruce, the Chinese woman, I don't remember her name. But I didn't like, and none of those characters really likable or memorable at all. And Morpheus was pretty much, oh, wait a minute. 8462. Morpheus was pretty much Sephiroth. That's all he was. He was Resident Evil Sephiroth. Ray tracing HDR bloobs is the future of gaming. Wait till we get Mass Effect. Oh, God, I just remember that trilogy's coming back. I'm telling you guys, that was my greatest fear. Like, I'm excited about it, but I know I'm gonna spend like hundreds of hours in it. Yeah, Fong Ling. The doctor from Resident Evil 5? The doctor. What doctor? What part of time has Vendetta? One of the last two? It's one of the last two. We must stop the Reapers. That's true. If the Reapers return, they must be defeated once and for all. What am I missing in here? Is there something in here still? Man, and you know, Mass Effect 3, like, just think about the remaster, how juicy it's going to look. Like, in all seriousness, when that game came out, it was already impressive looking graphically on 360. Just picturing that on next-gen hardware, it's going to look really good. I don't think anyone's debating that. I say Wesker's more like Sephiroth in a way. Yeah, not physically, though. Like, Morpheus looked exactly like it's literally just long hair, long gray hair, dude. He was just like he was just an anime character in Resident Evil. Black leather jacket. Looked like someone from Kingdom Hearts. The baddie in Vendetta is such a poor Wesker replacement. Chris said, fine, I'll do it myself for Resident Evil 8. That bad guy was nuts. Like, he was a nutcase. Mass Effect might be a good stream. I'm probably gonna end up streaming it. 'Cause I'm genuinely excited about it. As much as I'm complaining, I'm still excited about it. And I'll have to rebuild my relationships with these characters. I love that they're adding all the DLC, too, because now I don't have to, like, replay the game every time there's DLC like we were discussing before, you know? It's just all there. I hate wasting ammo on these Chimera. They're pricks. See, this is why I couldn't find last time easily. Here we go. Modisc. When the baddie in Vendetta said he was going to do to Rebecca, everyone in the theater, including me and a friend, butt clenched. Oh, wait, did that air in theaters? I don't know. I don't think that played in any theaters in my area. Asshole. God, it took so long to, like, aim at him. I go both equal Paragon and equal Renegade. Yeah, I try to... The way I went about that game, like some people have all Paragon or all Renegade runs. I always go with the option, like, I try to put myself in Shepard's shoes in the game. So I always pick the option that I would pick, which a lot of it was Paragon, but sometimes there'd be Renegade mix in there. So I thought it was a lot of fun experiencing the game like that, like, going, like, what would you do in real life in this situation? I think that was a fun way to play it, because then it shows, like, all the different shenanigans that would happen if you made those choices. Did he go down? Oh, I thought he went down. Knife! There's a lot of ammo coming up here. I'm waiting for... No, I'm waiting for him to come down the stairs. I'll shotgun blast him. More importantly, do you punch the reporter? I think I did do that at one point, and then I got Renegade. But doesn't that... See, does that, Oh, you're talking about that female reporter, right? In 3? It was a female, right? I think... Yeah, you know what? If I remember correctly, I think I punched her, and then I felt bad, because she was a girl. And I didn't want the world to see me do that. So I had to reload my, my save, so I didn't do it. Maybe the Shadow Mortar. I have it. I've barely touched it, though. Alright, I need to go back and get some more stuff. But first, let me grab what's in here real quick. Got some flame rounds, which are nice. I probably won't even need them, but... Might as well drop a save, since I'm here already. Oh my god. If you stream Mass Effect 3, you need to punch her. Damn, you guys are screaming for violence now. Okay, let's drop that off. I don't think I need that. Yeah, I've done a lot. Let me save. Then I'll go back and get the stuff I missed. The only time I punched her was Mass Effect 3, but instead she hit me. Oh, yeah, so you dodged her? Or she dodged you and then did the counter? That is hilarious. Did you keep Rex alive? Hell yeah. You know what's funny? And this goes back to what I was saying before about how two people can experience the story in two completely different ways. Rex was like my war buddy, you know? Like, he's the one that, like, I kept alive in 1, and then in 3, I helped him with his people. My friend was playing through the whole game, and he was telling me about 3, and I was like, he never said Rex, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I asked him, like, did your Rex survive? His Rex died. He killed him because, you know, that can happen, and he had no idea that Rex could live because in his game, Rex died. So here I am in Mass Effect 3 with Rex, and his Rex, he never had him because he killed him. And he didn't know that. He was like, I had no idea he could live. He thought it was scripted. And I was like, no, you killed Rex. But it's totally different if he's alive. No, hell yeah, I kept Rex alive. He was my dude. Where's the shotgun shells in here? Oh, there they are. I gotta go around this. I didn't play it. I never saw the appeal, but I get why people like it. What, Mass Effect? If you haven't played Mass Effect, I highly recommend you give it a shot. Like, a couple hours in, and, like, you really do. You get absorbed in that universe. Doomslayer, welcome. I keep all my crewmates alive. I'm full hero when it comes to that. Yeah. It was so satisfying beating that game, like, with the suicide run in 2. And all your teammates make it out alive. Because I wanted to look like a competent leader. In the same boat, never played 1. 1, I think, like I said before, I think 1 genuinely hasn't aged very well. But story-wise, it's very important. You're not going to get the same out of the Mass Effect universe if you don't play 1. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed 1, how, yeah, technically it's a bit outdated by the standards of the rest of the series, and it's way more simple. But, yeah, the story, it's crucial. I never played Mass Effect except Andromeda. Yeah, Andromeda's a whole different beast, to be honest. That's my least favorite easily. I never even finished it, because, in all honesty, like, I lost interest halfway through. I'm going to go back one day and finish it, but I really lost interest halfway through Andromeda, and it doesn't have anything to do with the others. It's a completely separate thing on its own. But 1, 2, and 3 all directly link, and it's just one huge story. It's one big saga. I just don't understand the hype surrounding Mass Effect. It just didn't look fun to me, so I ignored the whole series. See, you can't go by that. I guarantee you, if you play it and you spend a couple hours with it, you're gonna get just as absorbed. Like, it's awesome. But, yeah, you gotta give it a chance. Like, you gotta give it a couple hours. And even then, like, you have to really focus on the story and talk to everybody you can. Like, you really start getting close to everyone. If you really suck in Mass Effect, you go in the third game with only James and Liara as your companions. Yeah, it sucks. I would hate that. Like, I want all my buddies alive with me all the way through. All the ones that can't make it. Damn it. I actually restarted Mass Effect 1 because Ashley killed Rex, and because of that, I chose to leave her behind. When I got to that point again, one of my friends, the same friend I've been talking about that, because I got him into Mass Effect like way after I was in it. He actually had to go back a couple saves because he accidentally slept with Jack in Resident Evil 2, and he didn't mean to. He's like, no. He's like, I didn't want to sleep with Jack. Damn it. I was laughing my ass off, but he totally slept with her by accident. No, I don't want this yet. Oh, I could take it. Ooh. Excuse me. I need to get my Mo disc checked out. Move. It was a weird experience to see everyone going bonkers because of 3's ending from an outsider's perspective. Oh, yeah, I remember that very well. It's one of those situations where I do think the complaints were valid and people weren't just, like, screaming for no reason. Like, the story was crafted so carefully, and 3 was handled so well with all the different details, all this hype that's building for the final run in the game, and then the ending they gave you. I mean, in all honesty, the ending was shit. It was absolute garbage. It really did. It was one of those situations where it did feel like a slap in the face to the people that have been supporting the game for years. And I know that was their choice, their artistic vision. It sucked. There was no way around it. It was awful. So they pulled a Sonic. I mean, they went back, they listened to the feedback, they went back, added the extended cut, and not just that. They didn't just change the ending. They added more story elements to everything. They sprinkled different things throughout it, called it an extended cut, and extended and improved the ending. And now, like, it really is one of the best endings in video games now. So yeah, people complain, but at the end of the day, it ended up being a better product at the end. I mean, it was better for everyone, because that original ending they had, it wasn't worthy of the franchise. It absolutely wasn't worthy for the franchise. And it was supposed to be a conclusion, and it just left you with a ton of questions, and questions you don't necessarily have with the extended cut. And mind you, it created all sorts of plot holes I won't bore you guys with, and went against a lot of the lore that they had spent the whole time establishing. So yeah, they were better off. Players were better off, and BioWare was better off. I actually thought the extended cut ending was vastly improved. Yeah, no, it wasn't a talk. Like, I don't even think that's an opinion. Like, they just, I mean, yeah, they went through and fixed everything that needed fixing. Felt they dropped the ball at the story of the Quarians and the Geth. Yeah, that always bothered me, but I get it. Like, there was no, I won't spoil it for people that haven't played it, but Mass Effect's kind of thing where by the end, the decisions you make, there's no perfect scenario where there's a trade-off no matter what you do. But you gotta think, kind of like real life, in a situation like that, like, hard choices like that are realistic. So that's kind of why I didn't mind that too much.
Jill?
Chris, you're alive.
Of course I'm alive.
Yeah, and the remasters are going to be the
Jill,
extended
there's something
everything.
big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
Chris, you fool. Did you guys not have them make peace? Yeah, well, so in my version of the story, they made peace, but with the ending, with the destroy ending, that costs the Geth. They're the trade-off. So it's like, like, for me, the destroy ending was the only thing. Like, I had to pick the destroy ending. For me, there was no other selection. Like, they had to go, but with that comes sacrifice, you know? So it's a hard choice.
Outstanding.
Bitch. Cloudy Day, welcome. New sub. Unpopular opinion, Ang Lee is still way better than the abomination that is Mark Ruffalo Hulk. I 1000% disagree. I think the Ang Lee Hulk is super boring. I've never liked that movie. But to each his own, I suppose. Now... Oh, I gotta fill this up. I need to go save. I need to go save. Which video game boss 2020 made you scratch your head like, excuse me? For me, it's that Fever Dream final boss in... Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That boss was crazy. It reminded me of something from Kingdom Hearts. That's what it looked like to me. It always reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. Fun part coming. Don't even sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't fart. Don't do any of that. You fart, you explode. These zombies are nude in the original GameCube version, but were clothed and censored in the remaster. Oh, they were going commando with their dick swinging in the original. I don't remember that. For how many times I played Mass Effect, I don't think I could sit through another playthrough no matter how good it looks. Yeah, normally I'd agree, but I know. Like, once I actually start going in and going in a couple hours, I'm going to be like, ooh, I remember why I love this. I already know it's going to happen. It's unavoidable. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, new game coming out this week. Isn't that like some like rhythm game or something they're coming out? Like, it's not like a main entry, right? Alright, that Crimson Head's not going to bother me anymore, at least. It's this room, right? I think it was over here. It's a rhythm game, looks fun. Oh, is there a story to it? I wonder if it's like a new story or just like a redo of the other ones with like rhythm mechanics. I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in that. What if you play Mass Effect 3 before 2? I wouldn't recommend that at all. You're not gonna know what's going. You won't understand the details of the story at all. Because the main threat in 3, you learn so much more about them in 2. And a lot of the characters that I would never recommend anyone do that. It won't make sense. There's too many characters you meet in 2 that carry over to 3, and it just won't make sense. Let's not blow up. Don't do that. You need to start in the first game. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, if you're going to start the Mass Effect trilogy at all, if you're interested at all to experience that trilogy, like, don't skip around. Don't start at 2. Don't start at 3. Don't skip 1. Like, start at 1. Which, like I said, it does feel a little dated gameplay-wise, but 2 and 3, I mean, fixed every issue I had with it. But just for story, it's worth it. I promise it's worth it. Like, it's just such a good payoff by the end. I recommend playing all 3 Mass Effects in order. Yes, there are only 3. After you do all 3, then, yeah, you can go back and play Andromeda, but you in all honesty, you don't need to. Andromeda's like its own standalone thing. It's nothing to do with the others. Have fun walking slow, like molasses. Run, count, yeah, run and explode. Man, I'm probably gonna explode because of these, the damn Chimera. Quick. Turn around and keep walking quicker. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it, it was over there. No, it was up here, wasn't it? Oh my god. Yeah, it was over here. I had a brain fart. I just had to put it over here. I see you over there, beastie. Just waiting for me. I was so worried that I was going to explode. I took the hit and just kept going. Ah, yes. Wouldn't shooting make it explode? Sometimes it does. Yeah, it happened last time. When I was on my Chris playthrough, it happened. So yeah, it definitely does. Hey, those Chimera, yeah, they're a pain in the ass. They're worse, honestly, in Umbrella Chronicles, because... Oh, I missed the... I don't care. I missed the little electric defense item. Don't matter. I hated them in Umbrella Chronicles, because they swarm you and do a ton of damage. Yes. Now we go save again, and then onwards to the Tyrant Battle. Let me turn on self-destruct while I'm here. No! He missed. Jackass. You think Resident 1 Jill could beat Nemesis? I mean, she still had her Stars training. Keep in mind, not a lot of time passes before 1 and 3. I mean, this is July. 3 is like September and October, so... Yeah, I mean, she's pretty much got the same skills. Just, I guess she's a little more experienced in this one. But could she take him on? Yeah, I think she could. So everything is worse in Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, everything's a lot more dangerous in Umbrella Chronicles. Until you level up your weapons and stuff. Then you're a powerhouse. Which is always nice. Let me just go ahead and... Yeah. Save. And I'm going to unload my handgun ammo on the Tyrant. Because there's not really a lot of zombies left to use it on. New Kingdom Hearts game is Melody of Memories. It has canon story that takes place after 3 and its DLC. So it is a canon story to the series. It's so weird they're doing like a rhythm game for it, though. Out of a huge amount of precaution, I'll take my grenade launcher. Powerhouse like OP Isaac, yeah. There's way too many like Kingdom Hearts story things. They went a little crazy with that series. And it's funny too, because if you just look at the mainline entries that are numbered, it's just 1, 2, 3. But then like most of the series isn't there. It's around all that. The better question would be if Resident Evil 1 Chris can punch a boulder into oblivion. No. He's got to be I got my ass kicked by Wesker Chris to get to that point. We all got to make it out. Except for Rebecca. We don't care about Rebecca in this playthrough, apparently. Poor girl. Side stories that are too close to the main story. Yeah, it was just a way for them to make another game. Pretty much. I was actually kind of disappointed with Kingdom Hearts 3. I've heard that from most people that played it, to be honest. Do you like Kingdom Hearts? I like Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm like an expert fan because like I've played Chain of Memories. I never finished it. I beat 1 multiple times. 2 I got about halfway through, so I just kind of stopped at that point because then they start coming out with all the side stories, and I was like, I'm already so behind. I'm not worried about it right now. But yeah, eventually I want to play the whole thing, get the big collection that's got everything.
Barry's a disappointment. It's too bad he wasn't much of a poker player.
You were behind all of this. Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
Say the problem was high expectations.
So
yeah, but naturally that's
going to
happen. With how long that took.
You're just like all the other things. A slave of Umbrella.
Damn, did he have to punch her in the stomach?
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. That will be the end of my connection.
I can't wait to see what Luther from Umbrella Chronicles playing Wesker.
What are you planning?
I want to show you something.
Wait, where's Barry? I don't know. When does Barry come in? Doesn't he shoot Wesker? Or did I mess up? Good thing he didn't keep his gun and use his fingerprint ID and would blow up in your hand. Oh, does it really? You gave... Yeah, I gave him back his gun. Oh, actually, Jason, you are... I just noticed you don't have a hammer. You are a patron.
The ultimate life form.
I recognize your name.
Tyrant.
You couldn't have been experimenting on people.
Here, there you go.
It's
you got mod status
beautiful.
Now. For the sake of this thing?
The power of the gods.
You'll never understand.
Did he fall? I think he did fall down. I heard him scream. Yeah, maybe. Did Barry die? I think he might have died. Because I think he talks to you after the Lisa battle. Yeah, I think Barry... I mean, I haven't gotten that ending yet. He survived in the other one, so... You need to get all the endings, don't you? You know what? I didn't kill Barry. Barry killed himself by making a deal with Wesker, alright? If Barry's dead, it's due to his own problems. That I had nothing to do with. Why did he die in the Lisa fight? Like, was I supposed to do it quicker? Because I feel like I did that pretty fast. Oh well. I never said it was going to be a canon playthrough. Actually, I think I did, but whatever. So you want the canon playthrough? Watch my timeline. It's there. He should never betrayed me. He'd be here right now. Did the ultimate life form just fall over off screen? Yep. The ultimate life form just fell over off screen. You know what? At least we can save Chris, who's not a traitor at all. Poor Barry. Yeah, he just fell down, landed on Lisa, and escaped. Exactly. He's not dead. Lisa was a cushion, and he lived. Even though I think he fell before she did, but whatever. We'll change the events. Did you forget to talk to him? Who, Barry? No, I mean, I gave him his gun, and then I fought Lisa, and then he screamed and fell. So yeah, I guess I didn't do something I was supposed to do. No final Tyrant Battle? Well, hold on, I still get the Tyrant Battle, don't I? And Rebecca was escorted to Raccoon City, and they both parted ways. I like how you turn this tragedy into an entire happy ending. So that's very, very positive of you. Wait, where's the machine? Aren't I supposed to unlock the door? Oh, wait. I have to use the key manually, don't I? Oh, no. Release the lock. Well, I think for the trophies, don't you have to get all the different endings? Because I know there's some I didn't get because I always try to get the best ending. But if I get a bad ending, and that'll, I guess, probably work towards the trophy. I know there's the other ending when, wasn't there one with Barry, when you go to the exit, he's laying there, like bleeding or something? Yeah, you need all, yeah, so I need all endings anyway, so it's whatever. What tragedy? I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone's using paintball guns and the zombies are teens in Halloween costume. So it's just like a Halloween haunted house. Yeah, that's all it is. Key to unlock doors. That's for Chris. Let me get my stuff. Yeah, there's a... I don't know. I don't know if there's 8 endings total. There's 4 each. There's a big variation of all the different endings that you could work through. It's actually quite impressive that there's so many different ones. Actually, Spencer Man should be a pretty cool haunted house. I agree, it would be. No Rebecca booty. Yeah, there's no Jill and Rebecca together scenario at all. Sadly. You want to be a savage ending hunter? Star Ocean 2 has 108 of them? Hold on, that can't be like completely different endings though. It's probably like different like variations of the same one, I assume. Because that's insane. That's too much. That's way too damn much. Maybe Barry's not here, but I can rescue Chris. That way Resident Evil 5 can still be a successful story. We could still win the day in Resident Evil 5. Capcom ending for Resident Evil 1, did they use the book ending for that game? I have no idea. I don't remember the details of the book.
Jill.
Sorry about the wait.
See you later, Celine.
So everything's taken care of?
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Almost. Barry's not here. Neither is Rebecca. Let's go. Wait, so there's no self-destruct? Can I turn on the self-destruct sequence? I mean, let's see what happens. Which Resident Evil has your favorite campaign? 2. Resident Evil 2 Classic. It's my favorite Resident Evil game.
Come on, let's go.
This feels too peaceful and too easy. Do they just leave? Is that one of the endings? I don't think I've ever gotten this ending before. After all that, I guess Jill truly does get the easy mode in that case. I mean, that's one of the endings I need. The self-destruct sequence has failed. Please take your time, but not too much, and evacuate the building. Yeah, it's the lab's being polite now. Who knew her ending depended so much on Barry? Wait, that's where I came from, right? No, no, that's where I gotta go. You can skip most bosses with Jill? Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I don't think I've ever... If I just leave and there's no Tyrant Battle, I don't think I've ever gotten that ending before. I mean, let me load up just in case. There's no way you just leave. There's no way. Look at all this ammo. I need to use it on something. Let me kill something. I got too much. Playing 42 die in a cutscene, yeah. Rodrigo, welcome. Resident Evil game is your least favorite ending? Probably Dead Aim. Dead Aim has the least like favorite of most things. Like it's just kind of there. Story-wise, it's just kind of there. To also do so in a calm, orderly fashion. We thank you for your time and patience. At least we got the explosive ending with Chris. Let's go ahead and get some more herbs. Alright, I'm gonna have my magnum equipped just in case. But, wow, okay, so is this the, this is the Tyrant is most definitely not a super weapon ending. Because think about it. It went down with shots from the handgun. Will not open unless first class emergency. Do I have to go turn on the self-destruct sequence manually? Is that what the key was for? I think I have to turn on manually, don't I? Gaiden, I thought board. Yeah, Gaiden. Gaiden's another one. Resident Evil Gaiden, that one, it's overly long for what it is. It stretches on. Oh, do I just need the lab key to get out of there? Because it says it won't... It said it only opens in case of an emergency, though. Go back. This is weird. There is an emergency. I gotta go. I still... Oh, you have Gaiden Hellgate? Like an original Game Boy Color one? That'd be cool to own, even though the game itself isn't that great. I do like the combat style in that game. The combat is really cool. I thought it was very unique. You can't leave without blowing this place up. There's too much stuff down here that can get out. Hence the infection in Raccoon City. This is your fault. I didn't tell Barry to fall. That was Barry's own fault. I rescued him. I gave him his gun back. He still fell after having a Magnum with unlimited ammo fighting Lisa Trevor. Sounds like he needed some more STARS training. Not that you weren't able to save Barry that upsets me. It's that Barry's dead and Brad is alive. What a tragedy. I'm sure Rogue Dragon feels the same way. Wait, hold on. How do I get out of here? Because that door, it said it only opens for self-destruct for emergency sequences. Am I doing something wrong? Because in Chris's campaign by now, you know, Rebecca turned it on, and we were all hauling ass. Usually, that's what I tried, but it said that, let me go back to that door then. Because that emergency door, Chris is standing by. I thought that should have opened. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Did something wrong, you got Barry killed. I don't know why Barry fell fighting Lisa. I don't feel like I took a long time fighting Lisa. If that's the case, then Brad has no reason to be afraid. He can just land the helicopter calmly. I think a Resident Evil game in RPG formula could be interesting. Question is, how would that play? I have no idea, but that'd be interesting. I like when they take series like this and try different things with them. I think your game glitched? I don't think it's glitched. Oh my god. Some say Barry is still fighting Lisa to this day. The legend of Barry Burton. He was fighting her all the way up until just before Revelations 2, where he was a main character again. That's what it was. Alright, let me talk to Chris. Oh my god. I didn't touch the right part of the door. I touched the middle part. You have to touch the right part. Give me a break. That's what happened. Let's see what happens. I need space for the battery, right?
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat.
That's why it took him 6 months to leave to find his daughter. He's just sitting here fighting Lisa while everything's falling apart. He's fighting Lisa while falling like Gandalf in the Balrog. Oh shit. He's a warrior. That's why he comes back stronger than ever. Notice how powerful he is in Revelations 2. So in Revelation, will Barry come back as Barry the White? He might be Barry the Red, because he's got the red hair going. Kinda, right? Reddish hair. I still want to at least fight the Tyrant. Come on.
No, we've come so far.
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right.
God, that just doesn't sound like Chris at all. Like thinking of Resident Evil 5 Chris, completely different. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's no self-destruct sequence though. The mansion's gonna be... It's just gonna sit there. I gotta remember what endings I got and which ones I didn't. For when I actually do the trophy hunting. I'm not gonna remember which ones I did. Look at all this ammo. If I don't fight the Tyrant, that's gonna go unused. Oh my god. It's the most calm, relaxed Resident Evil ending ever. We even blew it. Technically, I didn't blow it. It's gonna be just fine.
You made it.
Again, we have all the evidence we need to bring down Umbrella. That's true. Technically, I did the right thing. They can't cover up all this evidence. It's there. All that because Barry fell in a hole. Because Barry fell in a hole. I have so much ammo left. I mean, hey, that's one of the endings I needed, right? That's another check mark off the list. Look, it's just sitting there. You know what? I got to come back and collect the evidence. We got to investigate the area as a police force. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. And guess what? The zombie by the closet, he's still alive. Like he's rescued now. And Charlie Smalls, the hunter, he's still roaming around. I don't have, his family and friends don't have to find out he exploded in the mansion. I see this as a win. This is a good ending. We save lives here today. Oh look, even the Tyrant's still alive. He has a chance to become a good person again and redeem himself. Charlie Smalls, he's gonna see his family again. Someone could come in there when they find a cure and just push the little table aside and let the closet zombie out. George, whatever his name is, call him Roger, actually, right? He's Roger. But poor Barry. We're gonna have to tell his family and 2 daughters that he didn't quite make it because he decided to commit suicide and jump instead. If I was Chris, I'd be putting my arm around Jill right now. He could have. I'm scratching my head so hard right now. So Les is getting more okay. Yeah, see, by my standard, that's a good ending. Police are gonna have all the evidence they need to tie Umbrella to everything. We've got the lonely enemies that are still left there. They're gonna have a chance to redeem themselves one day. It's a win. It's a nice, happy Disney ending here. Let's see what I get. Man, this ending's a robbery. No explosion. No epic tyrant battle. Sad. I'm surprised that it's all just because of that.
You did a fine job.
All because of... Wait, why did I say 9 hours? That didn't take longer than the Chris one. Oh, I wonder if it counted while my PS3 was going into rest mode and I was sitting here before my stream. Because I had it sitting here for like an hour and a half before. Invisible enemy mode unlocked. God, that has to be... I can imagine that being not too bad once you memorize everything completely. That's got to be rough. And a new costume. Oh. A zombie equipped with lots of grenades is wandering the mansion. There it is. There's a zombie grenade forest. In Revelations, does Barry come back as a Super Saiyan? Yeah, he comes back for revenge for being left behind after all these years. I want to see real quick what costume I got for Jill. I'm curious. Alright, so that's 2 hard modes. So I beat all the... With that, I beat all the campaign modes. Well, which I mean Jill, Chris, normal, and hard. And I've gotten, I guess, 3 variations of the ending. Because the first 2 were the perfect ending. This one was the no explosion, no tyrant ending. So I need like 6 more endings in this game to get the trophy. It's going to take me ages. I'll worry about that another time. Yeah, I'm gonna pop up the new costume so we can see what it is.
Resident Evil.
Oh, that's what I did last time. I gotta back out. I gotta back out and restart it. I was clicking too fast and I clicked on Chris. There. Reload. Epitome of Jill easy mode. I can't believe how much ammo I left. I left with in the mansion. I could have unloaded. Had I known, I would have just unloaded the Magnum on that tyrant. I just used my handgun on him. What's the hardest Resident Evil and the hardest difficulty besides Raccoon City? I mean, I've mentioned this before, but like, I don't think any of them really are that particularly hard as long as you know what you're doing or where you're going. I think this is one of the harder ones. Well, no, yeah, let me say 0. I'll say 0. Because none of them are that bad when you're familiar with it and you played it a bunch of times. 0 is one of the ones I played the least because I never really enjoyed it as much as some of the others. So I think that one, for me, on the hardest would probably be a little more difficult because I'm not as well versed in that one.
Resident Evil.
See the costumes. BSA. Is that the new costume? Did I have that before? What even is that? Don't you get Resident Evil 3, Jill? For doing something? Are you going to try real survival? It's just hard mode without auto aim and the item box are not connected? Eventually. I'll probably end up streaming that sometime. I love the Code Veronica outfit there. 0 was an immediate turnoff for me because the co-op. Yeah, I don't like the fake co-op feature in the inventory. Sarah Connor, Jill. I love that outfit though. I've always liked this Jill. She looks cool. Yeah, because I thought Jill from they're on separate file. I loaded her file though. Let me see. Yeah, because the one I just beat was this one. Jill hard mode. Or is that not what I loaded?
Resident Evil.
Be sure to look at Terminator deal. Yeah, I'm going to. Let me try the other file. You have to beat it twice for the Resident Evil. Yeah, I thought this was a file where I beat it twice, though. Maybe it was Chris's. Maybe it was this Chris file. Gets so confusing with the files, how the file system is. Let me try this one. I don't know why I'm picking difficulty. I'm not even playing it right now. No, see, yeah, because look. The Chris file, I don't have it, but I have it for her. Let me reload the file. See, I wonder if this file has Resident Evil 5 Chris. So, do you have to beat it twice with each character? Because I get... That would have been my second time beating it with... Oh, no.
Resident Evil.
Wait, this is kind of confusing. Because, look, I have BSA for Chris. I don't know. Beat Jill twice specifically. Yeah, that's what I thought I did. Because, look. When I load game, look, check this out. This file right here is where I beat it with Jill. And this is the second time. But, maybe, you know what? Maybe what I did. I think what I did was beat it with Chris here. And then use the file to save over with Jill, so it counted as once. So yeah, I guess it is separate files. Closet key. Do you have to use the closet key to get it? Oh, you got to use it. That's probably why then. Well, anyways, that's Resident Evil for now. We beat Resident Evil, both Jill and Chris. Jill technically got the happier ending, I guess. Because there's a chance that Rebecca's still sleeping in the guardhouse residence, and I missed her. There's a chance that Barry might have just broken a leg. We'll find him in the cave. I killed most of the enemies in the mansion, all right? So he's probably alive. We're going to collect all the evidence, and you know what? We're going to bring a whole SWAT team in there from Raccoon City, and we're gonna stop the infection, because we're going to get all the evidence, and we're going to arrest William Birkin before Umbrella goes and tries to clean up, so... It has been a successful ending. Tomorrow, keep an eye out for notifications tomorrow. If I get my parents to actually babysit tomorrow, which I probably can, in the afternoon, I will stream Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins, the final battle. That'll be a short, quick one. Maybe. I say that, but then it doesn't happen. And then we'll probably jump right into Doom Eternal. So I haven't scheduled any of it yet. Just be aware if you see me pop up, that's why. But thank you, everyone, for joining me. This has been an awesome stream full of wild conversations. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. Get some sleep.